1. Okay, welcome back. Last we left off. Hold on. Why is there a campfire to the far north right of our?
That's where the tribe is, right?
Okay, good. Should have put a note there. Um,
Wait, to the far where?
way
Top
up
right.
here, all the way in the upper right
That's
corner.
been there for ages, Ox.
That I drew that,
That
as
was
like
our
us.
marker for
Yeah, but then you got rid of it and made it a fucking X.
Did you hate us?
I think I drew that. I don't really remember.
I thought the
Okay,
X
well,
was
that's
where we
all
were
right.
going.
So fair enough. Last we left off, you guys were chasing the people stealer and people seller, Nathaniel, because that word is banned in Twitch apparently. You guys had chased him through the woods. You guys had met a ghost. It was far less interesting than you thought it would be.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was a giant ass snake.
There was a giant ass snake, but it was less
It
interesting.
nearly killed a couple of us.
Yeah,
You did, but
still
it
cranky
worked
we
out.
didn't. You kind of Chinese dragon it, like hollow it out and.
I really wish we did. I was all for it.
Yeah.
I was.
You guys found a tower in the middle of the woods, of the swamp rather, and there is an old lady who is blind named Agatha in there with her gigantic mastiff named Gunta, and she made a lovely pie, and she was telling you all about the nice man who comes and brings her supplies, Nathaniel, who is upstairs. Two of you, namely Grolg and Morik, had snuck upstairs. No, Levias and Morik had snuck upstairs. Grolg, I think, is kind of pushed past them and is going up to follow as well.
I thought Grog
Gary-
and I were talking with the old lady. And then
We
Grog
were,
just
but
walked
then
upstairs. Yeah,
you told me to go upstairs while you were distracted.
we're,
with
Yeah.
we're having tea
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the old lady. Me and
So
her
you
having
three
tea.
are upstairs, and then Star and Baloo are outside of the
Along
tower
with
in
Tog.
case. What's that?
And Tog.
And Tog is also there. You three are outside in case he jumps out of the tower and starts making a swim for it. Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
why that
you guys,
phrase amuses me. Like he's making a swim for it.
Well,
Okay, so we pick up with I guess
no, go ahead.
since Grog, you're just kind of walking.
Actually, yeah.
Morik
Maybe.
and Levias, you hear behind you just the steps of somebody following. What's your initial response?
No, I tried to sneak. I just rolled a 3. That was why.
Oh yeah, you hear the step of somebody
Yeah.
coming up behind you.
Mhm.
Is it just a one-way staircase?
Yep.
I don't really think it's anything then.
How are we gonna get down? If it's a one-way staircase.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
out the window.
Well, I didn't know whether it branched off into different floors
Okay,
or
so
like different ways.
okay, as
That's
you
fair.
were on the next floor up, there is a little bit of like a landing, maybe like a 10-foot area that leads into a hallway with a couple doors on it, and then the stairway keeps going up.
Now, do I know where the guy is because of my Slayer's Prayer? No, I've got the ring that is telling me where he is.
Correct. He is on this floor, on the left side of one of those couple doors.
Okay.
You could basically just walk down the hallway and you'd be like, he's in this room.
Like, ding, 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 ding.
Basically.
Okie dokie. I'll just kind of have my short sword ready.
Yep.
I'm not the best with it. I'm more of a pew pew. But just kind of keeping an eye out whatever's coming up behind us. When I obviously see Grog coming up, so like, yeah, fair enough. And point out which room it is.
All right, how are we doing this?
If I can get in there and attack him first, I can get a lot of damage.
Yeah, but what if I grabbed him and jumped out the window, and while we're underwater, you keep stabbing him like we did before? Just really traumatize him in his last moments.
I think
No,
someone
I
should
know,
open the door
I-
and I should rush in.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, okay. So looking at this door, there's something very interesting on it. There's a handle on the outside with nothing else on the outside at all. It's made of like these wooden beams that are mostly intact with these iron bars that run horizontal, keeping the beams in place.
You said there is a handle though.
There is a handle.
Does it look like there's like a
No turn. It's just a
yeah? So it's not like there isn't like a mechanism. It's just a open.
correct. Or if there is a mechanism, it's on the inside.
Can I try and just like just push
very
on it a
see
little bit?
see
Yeah,
what kind of yeah.
yeah. Like if it
Um,
has any give or anything.
Let me see here. Can you roll me a thievery check just to like do it super subtly here?
Okay.
Um. Okay, yeah. As you just kind of like tap it, like see if it gives any response at all, but not enough to where it's like bouncing. If there is anything, it moves and it definitely hits something, and you kind of catch it before it bounces back. So it could have just been the wind kind of pushing it, and you're like, kind of do it again slowly because you have an idea, so it doesn't make a noise, and you kind of tap it. You put a little bit more force into it, not enough to do anything crazy, but just a little bit more. There's definitely some kind of locking mechanism on the inside. Could be a bar across the archway. It could be something else. Could be just a dresser.
I'll just turn around and then I'll say, it seems to be locked.
Are there other rooms off this hallway? Kind of. Can I open up one of the other rooms and have a look in?
So the one directly across from him is also locked, but the other two are unlocked.
Okay. Is there one on the same side? And if I look in, is there a window?
No, there's no window.
Bugger. There goes
As you
that
kind of
idea.
open it and look inside, there's no window there. You can go to the other side. There's no window on that side either.
Mm-hmm. So no climbing out and going around in through a window.
That's not to say there are no windows. It's just those two rooms don't have windows.
Fair enough.
The one across the hall from him that is locked, it does have like a classic like skeleton key style. That could be easily picked if you're trained with that, or maybe difficultly picked. But you have access to at least the locking mechanism in this one.
Mm-hmm. Well then, do you want to try to smash it down, or?
I don't know. I'm worried that if I start trying to break it down, if there's like a iron rod behind this thing, I'm not getting through that. And that'll just give him time to possibly escape.
To be fair, wood door. Probably break before the actual bar would.
Remember, you do have those iron bars that are kind of set. Like it's a sturdy enough door. Like it's not flimsy at all.
Fair enough. Okay.
You have the right tools. You could chop through it though, or batter it down.
I think
Most
it might
effective
be
tools are going to be like crowbar or whatever to kind of hit the boards and kind of just snap them where the bars are, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a crowbar, I believe. No, I don't. I thought I did.
I have a lucky alligator foot, but I don't see how that's going to help. What about you, Mark?
Not much.
Ooh, I have an idea.
I don't really have anything.
I have an idea, but I'll have to be right back.
Could we just try knock?
I didn't say nothing. Not to discourage any of you, but I know I personally sound nothing like an old blind woman.
Well, I'm pretty good at accents.
My thought process was that I know that Scraps has got quite the nasty acid to his stinger, and maybe if I could get some of it, I could use it to melt down the door.
It's
Can't
not
hurt.
an acid. It's a poison.
I know, but I have seen it melt through shit, haven't I?
No, it
I
just
could've
makes
sworn
a
that we
thick
have.
ichor. Mm-mm. It just
Oh,
makes a
okay.
super thick ichor.
Never
Not
mind
to
then.
discourage that, I just wanted
No,
to.
no, no. I was going off of the fact that I had thought that we had seen it like melt through stuff, so I was like, oh, maybe I could throw it at this door and it'll melt through it.
No, I like I said, good idea, but if you took that away, it's a super strong poison.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then.
Even if he does get out, we do have the other 2 outs.
3.
3.
Oh,
Two.
All right. I think it'd be better though if I had an axe.
Best I can do is a short sword,
No thanks.
because I don't think I'm going to be able to short bow or shoot it open.
Okay, so we'll pause on you guys for a second and go back downstairs.
Yes.
yes.
What kind of tea is this, anyway?
Let me check my notes.
What do you mean, check your
I,
note?
I keep a logbook of everything
It helps you forget things. I
Yes,
can't.
it's,
I can't do that ever since I went blind. I have to put little tiny, like
Oh.
holes into it.
Oh shit! This is drug tea.
Sounds difficult. This is ginger tea my friend gave me.
Ah, lovely.
It's very, very nice tea.
Is there anything you wanted to talk with her about?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll fill up my thing with tea and start boiling it.
Yeah.
So, what brings a pretty lady like you out to a swamp like this?
Well, a long time ago, back when once again I was a young lady, a man stole my heart, and we came out here. He unfortunately has passed. I outlived him, seems 2 times over at this point.
What race is this Lady Ox?
Human?
Human? Who was your husband? What kind of person was he?
No, he was great.
She married again.
Strong and smart and fast and wise, charismatic. Just a great man, really.
She
Were
had a
you always
6-seater.
were you always blind, ma'am?
No, no. Well, you see, they have a saying: "Love is blind." And when my husband passed, it seems the need to see became less and less relevant. And so gonna keep going back and forth out of this accent. God damn it. So you see, it just slowly faded.
Scary.
Don't fall in love.
You remind me a lot of myself, ma'am. I didn't catch your name.
Agatha.
I like that name, Agatha. I feel like if I knew you and we weren't in this swamp, we'd be very good friends, Agatha.
Well, I mean, we're in the swamp now.
Yeah, okay, we could be friends then.
Can I just scurry downstairs?
Yep.
And I'm gonna go to the window where we came in.
Yep.
Is Star out there?
He's
Or
a
Todd.
ways out there. There's like 70-ish feet, like of a clearing where they're at. You okay, Zane?
Yep.
Star?
You're gonna have to swim to
Excuse
him.
me.
Unless you're just gonna start screaming. He's not close.
Yeah, I kind of
thought-
backed off so that I could get a good view of.
Hmm. What did Tog? Is Tog with you though?
They're like little triangle around the tower.
Okay. Okay.
Because you said you sent Blue to the other side, and I assume Tog did the same.
Right, so that he couldn't just jump out one end, and then we'd have to begin a big old chase scene.
Again.
Okay. Right then, I'm gonna go back towards the old woman and Jerry. Hello again, ma'am.
Ah! Hello, your footsteps are very light. Are you a halfling by chance?
No, no.
A dwarf then?
Uh,
Or no?
she's old and a human, so I'm gonna say yes, a dwarf.
Hmm. Come here. Let me see what you have going on for a beard. Come here.
I'll let her
Nathaniel had one that was
scraggle
cut.
my beard.
Hmm. Very healthy dwarf. Oh, it's quite long. Never
Yes.
been dishonored. Hmm. Pinched your cheeks a little bit. Did you get enough pie?
Oh yes, it was delicious, ma'am.
Would you
Save
like any
some for the
beer
road.
or ale? I have plenty here. Nathaniel brings it to me all the time.
Hmm. That's actually what I came down here for, ma'am. It appears that Nathaniel is sleeping or just unaware. But is there anything that you'd normally say to get him out of his room?
I just knock, usually. Ask him if he'd like some pie.
Is he used to people that he doesn't know visiting you?
No, not at all. I think the last visitor he brought was
Slave.
Gunta.
Is this
The
name
dog.
do something amusing?
The dog?
Yes.
Oh.
Left him here to keep the alligators out of my window.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am. I'm going
Sometimes
to.
they come in anyway and we have to kill them, but that's neither here nor there.
Understandable. Alligators
like
can
to
be a
s-
nuisance from time
They
to
like
time.
to climb in the window and sleep on the bottom floor of the tower.
Well, I will return to his room to hopefully get him out and about. I'm gonna head
Sounds
back
good.
upstairs. I'm gonna just say to the other two, all right, well, I can't get my axe from Tog, and it seems like Nathaniel isn't used to other people being here that he doesn't know. So, what I'm thinking is, Levias, you're the only person that he would never have seen. So it might be best if you knock and he hears your voice. I'm assuming he's probably heard me and Morik's voice in the midst of combat. So maybe if you do say you're good at accents, then maybe you can convince him to come out.
I could certainly try.
All right. Me and Morik will be waiting on the other sides of the door.
Okay, I'll go up and knock on the door.
Yes, I don't need any pie right now. I had plenty, thank you.
Oh, that's quite a shame. Are you sure there's plenty to go around?
Performance check.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
That was pretty good though, DT.
That was pretty good. That was pretty close.
Oh shit.
Well, feed it to Gota. I'm still not feeling well. As I said, I was attacked by a creature in the swamp. I just need some time to bandage my wounds.
Well, Gunter seems to be having a bit of a tummy ache, so he's not doing too well. Would you mind having a look and checking up on him?
Yeah. Roll me a deception check with that.
Come out so I can suck your dick.
Yes.
Yeah. Give
When
me
we
a
get
little
those
bit. I'll be
guns,
right out.
Okay then. I shall see you downstairs. I
Okay.
kind of walk downstairs, kind of.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for that door to open, and I'm gonna just
I think all of us are just ready
Yeah,
action.
just
Yeah.
getting ready to
I'll go-
swing as hard as I can.
Like go down the stairs a little bit, and then kind of just pop up so I can see around the corner, shot drawn.
Door opens inwards, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Okay. As the door, as you start hearing like, well, it's been a long time since I've had visitors here. Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
You know, there's a reason why he doesn't bring many visitors here.
Why's that?
Well, you see, he's afraid that the Arcanos might come and get me.
Why would the Arcanos be looking for you?
Well, what kind of woman lives in a swamp and doesn't know some kind of witchcraft?
You're a witch.
Well, but don't tell the Arcanos that.
You're a witch.
Can I there's no sense motive, so perception?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I
Inside.
want to know
like,
if she's
look around?
no. I want to know if she's like. So a lot of people have told me, and more specifically, Risen, been like, people claim to be, being watched by the Arcanos when they're actually Arcanos.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that she's being genuine.
I'll tell you what. Roll me a perception check just to quickly look around the room.
Yeah. That's fair to like check if she's
Okay.
got shit around.
So,
Could
okay.
it be? I was gonna say, could I just add my
I would give
Arcana to that instead of that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, it would be a 10, just to
Okay.
see if I notice like different types of
Sure. So looking
mushrooms
around,
and
you
shit.
see it just kind of as you were getting kind of tea ready and pulling pots down and opening cabinets, like there were some vials that you were looking at that you're like, oh, that's weird. Okay, it's spices, but then you're like, but why did it look like blood? And then as you were kind of getting the tea, and she's like, oh, the teacups are over there. As you go over there, like you
There's
definitely
just a
saw
severed
like
head in the
like
fridge.
a sigil, but you thought it was a painting at first, but now that you're thinking about it, you're like, oh. That was a glyph of warding.
Oh. So you're a witch then?
I am.
Is this how gonna
What-
get him
what
to
is-
fucking move?
What does she have in her hand?
It's Baba Yaga.
What
Amazing.
does she have? Does she have something in her hand other than the teacup?
A walking stick.
I'm gonna use oh fuck. Would you say a walking stick is about 1 pound? More than that? Alright, what about like does she have like a necklace or jewelry on her, like rings or something like that?
There's a ghost here.
She's got an earring.
Yeah, I'm gonna make her earring get a little cold with prestidigitation. I say cold, cool it.
Yeah,
That's strange.
as you're gonna have to say verbal
No,
components.
that's fair. I know.
As
Zip zop zoopity.
Zip zop zoopity. I know. Witches can be strange, and then her ear gets cold.
Well, this
I
is
guess-
most interesting then. As the door opens, as he goes, okay, where's Gunther? Go ahead, yeah, just go ahead.
just okay.
Oh,
man.
Clayton, can you critter?
I like how
this?
you're not questioning him or anything. You're just gonna kill him.
He's a fucking slaver. Fuck him.
I am
No,
going
no,
to
you're-
non-lethally
we're not gonna
shoot
fall
him
for
in the
it.
neck.
We're not gonna fall for your, oh, he's redeeming because he did the money to save
No,
his
it's
grandma.
more you can
No,
get
fuck that.
information from him.
What
Fuck
information
him.
do we need?
Oh,
Fuck him.
damn.
His contacts.
How many attacks do I get?
We're not trying to go after
One.
him. You can.
One?
I thought. Oh, okay.
No.
I guess it's not a
Ready
turn.
action is a
Yeah.
1. You prepare an action.
Yeah, it takes 2 actions. Isn't it? You
Yeah.
take two
Two
of your
actions
actions
to
to prepare one.
ready to action. Yeah.
And I'm tracking him through the ring. He's not my prey, so I can't do a double shot. So
You could
16
still,
hit.
You still were making him your
I'll
prey.
be here.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
still
gonna
had
go
him
to the
marked.
bathroom real quick.
He was still your hunter's prey.
oh, okay,
16 hit Ox.
Yeah, it does.
13 damage.
I miss anyway.
Oh wait, did we get any bonuses for
He's considered flat-footed. That's it.
It's a -2 to his AC.
damn.
Yeah,
Me
take
and you
the double shot, DT.
Oh,
really
yeah.
ate it there.
What the hell? Hit the wrong button there.
Roll twat. No.
Oh,
Other way.
Yeah,
Think
straight
it like
foul.
there's like a small railing. You fire one, it goes into the stone on the other side. That arrow's gone. It's just shattered. The other one,
second
you're like, okay, he's moving, he's ducking, he's going. Like he's got stabbed, so he kills and fire, and you just hit the railing like right in front of your bow. As you're like,
The second
Fuck.
shot, I understand how you miss, but how do you miss a shot when you're just aiming at a door?
well, they said they were on both sides of the door, so
and I'm,
Morik's in
I'm
the
down
way.
the hallway, and yeah,
Okay,
like
that's
the
fair.
natural one, Grog lifts his club to go and smack the guy, and it's like twang straight into it, or yeah,
That's actually why his shot missed, is because you knocked it out of the way.
yeah.
Okay,
Initiative?
can I get initiative
Yeah.
from you guys? Stealth for all of you.
I'm happy.
I'm not.
Oh shit.
Okay.
They're likely to go first again. That's nice.
Okay.
He's dead.
Okay. So
He goes before me, so
Morik.
uh,
I think
Stab.
yours. Hold on. It's a tie. It doesn't matter. Morik, go first.
Yeah.
You rolled it first. It's fine.
stab.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's 12 damage.
Mhm.
Stab. Ooh.
That's no damage.
Stab.
It's a crit fail.
That's a miss.
Okay.
So you dealt another 12 damage to him. Go ahead,
Yes.
Elias.
He's already designated as my prey, isn't he?
From when you were tracking him earlier.
Yep. So
Miss.
Damn, we're not rolling well at all.
no.
Did
we're
you
rolling
hit him?
really
What?
bad.
Did you hit him before, Logan?
I've hit him twice so
Oh
far.
my god.
Oh, you
Weird.
fucked him up.
Wow. We're
I mean, he's already done like 25 damage to him.
fuck
already.
me. Down the hallway and just across the door.
It's his turn now, isn't it?
It is his turn.
Does he
Withdraw.
decide to pass it because he's scared?
No.
Oh, okay.
He withdraws, so only one of you can go through the door. So he goes, no, not in the house, not in the house. Ugh. She will kill us all.
Persuasion check.
What do you do to see if someone's lying?
perception.
Yep.
Hold on.
Levias, he's in another room. You hear it. Okay, you hear it in his voice. He's scared. Morik, he's less scared of you stabbing him with a knife. He doesn't have any weapons on him. He's just in plain clothing and bandages from earlier. Now he's gonna need another bandage.
Put your hands above your head.
Easy
Behind
enough.
your back. Can I take out some manacles and
Yeah,
manacle him?
Look, at the end of the day, okay, it's
He's manacled behind his back. That's
Okay,
that's
that's fine.
hands behind his back. Yeah.
Wouldn't you
All right.
want it in the front? I could lockpick it with it. It doesn't matter. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry. I'm just telling you how I do things. Put it in front. You can watch their hands. There's behind, and I'm behind you. I can do things. It's fine.
At that point, just any time I'm not looking at your hands, or I
No,
could
it
just do
takes more
this, and I'm
time,
gonna
but
start
if I-
running my hands down him, like looking for anything that he could use to pick it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll me a.
Investigation.
doesn't exist.
That's not a thing, unfortunately.
Perception.
He's definitely lying to you.
So I'd say either thievery or perception.
Dude, I would love to roll above a 10.
So as you're kind of going through in his boot, you find like a set of lock picking tools.
All right, those are going in the back pocket.
Okay, but those are expensive. Look,
Okay, yeah, they're gonna fetch a really nice price
Oh,
on the
God.
market.
Can I take those then, Rogue?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll toss them.
yeah, they don't work. They're broken. They're rusted. You know, from all the water I've been in.
From being so expensive, right?
Yep, correct.
All right. Can I go into his room now?
Yeah.
What's in
He's
here?
He's got his set of armor. He's got a couple daggers that are kind of set up. There's holes and they've been damaged, so he was trying to repair them as he could. His armor in particular, it's like a studded leather armor. Going over that, he's got 2 daggers. They look well made. There is some jewelry that's kind of studded on them.
Take them.
Yeah, 2 daggers. Kind of going through the rest of his stuff, he's got, you know, just standard adventuring gear like rations. Otherwise, he's got a coin pouch. It's got about 4 gold, and about 8 silver. And then in here, he's also got like
Sorry, how much?
4 gold and 8 silver. And then in his there's a lock trunk in there.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
As you kind of walk over. It's nice to meet you too. I don't recognize you. These two I definitely recognize. But you're new. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, so exactly what the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm making a living. I sell miscreants and other ne'er-do-wells.
Oh yeah, of course. I didn't know, guys. Levias, Morik, I had no idea that you guys were miscreants and ne'er-do-wells. I didn't know that Jerry was either, honestly.
I kind of knew that one.
Hold on.
Maybe.
What does... Are you
dude,
the
like
people who fought a few of my friends on the road?
That'd be us.
So one of you actually is a wizard.
Never said that.
But he did.
Who did?
My friend who got away. Who made it
Didn't
back.
hear all the fucking spells being cast in the fucking other room.
There was a lot of combat. Yeah, he didn't know what was happening.
I mean, you do know that he received blunt force trauma to the back of the head, probably.
I think that guy actually got away scot-free without any
Yeah,
damage.
he didn't. Yeah, he was away, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like there's a wizard, and just ran.
Yeah.
Morik tried to find him, and he couldn't. No, However, he did after I believe. I don't think it was blunt, but I think this one stabbed him, or if it's behind his back, this one stabbed him.
Just use her head.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He's got a habit of doing that.
Well, you
Look.
got me.
So how long you been running this gig for?
20 years or so. Got found once before.
By who?
Good do-gooders. Not like you bounty hunters.
I'm sorry?
I assume you're here for my bounty.
No. We're here for what you've been doing.
Oh, you're good do-gooders too. Okay, well, alright.
Yes.
Take me to Redmont. I'm worth a lot of money. That would probably be fine.
Oh well, that's a bit of a bonus then.
Look, at the end of the day,
No news.
at the end of the day, she smells blood. Fix this before she decides the dog comes up here and lets everyone know what's happening.
Yeah, well, the guy that usually does all our patch jobs is outside at the moment.
Aren't you
I can
at least
try.
trained in it?
I can do it.
Yeah, I'm medicine checked. I can kind of patch him up.
He has
Just
bandages
try
there.
and
that we can
keep
sell.
them. Yeah, they have.
19 is you kind of patch him up.
Yeah,
and
I can't hit
use
for
the
shit today, but my skills are fine.
Okay,
So that woman down there's what?
Oh, she's a witch. A dangerous one. I found myself in these woods running away from the last set of new gooders and ran across her tower, and one thing led to another, and I won't say I'm in her services, but I respect her insight. A fortune teller of sense.
Seems like a
powerful.
good enough woman.
She's not bad, but the violence, given the passing of her husband, sets her into a state. And not a good one. Unless you want to be the fragrance for her next potion or spell, I would recommend no violence in here. If you're going to kill me outside. If you're going to take me captive, do that outside too. Just not here.
Do you have any operations outside of the swamp?
Well, I have many contacts, but as far as operations, what do you mean? Like, do I have any other business partners? I do not run any other camps.
Any other hot spots where you're moving people through?
Oh, sure. There's a couple of them. There's one in Stell, but I don't run that one. Believe it or not, there's a lot of deserters in Castley Hold, so we grab many of them.
You seem very willing to give up information.
I want to live. That's really what it comes down to.
Smart man.
Yeah. Well, not only did you somehow follow me through a swamp, but you also can imitate the voices as if you were a demon. So I'm just willing to do whatever at this point what you're going to say.
Well,
Is
that's
the dog
because we have a
okay?
halfling. That's
So real quick though, is the dog okay?
the dog's fine.
Okay, good.
So
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
yes,
old
that
woman.
is fine.
Okay, am I going to be fine?
Um, for a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
After that, hard to say. Will she be upset if she notices us taking you out in by force?
Probably.
Is there a window in this room, by the way?
No.
No. Do you know if there's windows in any of the other rooms?
No, there's a roof, but that's a 120-foot drop.
Into water.
Yeah, there's a lot of reeds. They're very pointy. If you make the wrong step, you fall too far down, you're getting impaled.
That's why you'll be our landing.
I have a climbing kit.
Okay, I swim very well. I wouldn't recommend pushing me in first.
So, is there access to the roof?
Yeah, you
Or
just follow up the stairs. Another 2
oh,
floors.
oh, okay, great. And I'm gonna pick him up and throw him over my shoulder.
Okay, my legs are dragging on the ground.
You
You
have
are a
his eye.
goblin.
I can stand. Like he's like he tries, but you're strong, so you hold him there. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
I imagine it's like, a tall guy fighting a little one, and like, the hand, and he's just like
I'll just say,
swinging.
I'm just gonna be like, I wouldn't suggest squirming too much, otherwise the hand might get you. As the hand's just on my back, just
Oh dear lord.
yeah.
Well, how about we all
Well-
just, walk out as nice friends?
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
I kind of like them going off the roof.
I'd prefer not.
Well,
bit
you
of
don't,
danger.
you don't have to.
Actually, do you know if that reward's alive or dead?
Definitely alive.
I am inside checking the fuck out of that.
Uh, if this guy was
Natural
a slaver,
one.
he's pretty funny.
Definitely alive.
I so want to use halfling luck on that roll.
They want my
Please don't.
information.
All right.
I think it's 30 gold.
Can I pull out a
To be fair, we want to
Some,
go back
like-
to Redmont
do
anyway.
any of you have like cloth or anything? I have some rope actually. I'll cut off like a
I have a sheet on my bed. I don't think we're going to be needing it. Well, I won't be needing it I'm not coming back here.
I'm not ruining that woman's sheets.
Oh, I did bring them, but it's fine.
They're your sheets? Oh,
Well,
okay.
they were mine. I guess I gave them to her, so you take that for how you will.
She can have the sheets, and I'll just take some rope. I'll cut like a foot or two, and
Yep.
just I'm gagging him basically.
So, oh,
Yeah, don't scream. Otherwise I'm going to have to grab you around the throat with his hand. I just don't want you on Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then let's
also,
go.
we don't want things too obvious because the last thing you want is that damn dog to actually notice and cause a stir. If it feels any ownership whatsoever about this one. Plus, he might actually get a bit uppity.
Morgan, great pop.
Where did you find that dog?
Well,
think it's-
you're right, going.
Okay, I'm taking the rope out. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much for that. Well, I bought him actually.
From a
From
guy who
where?
wanted a dragon.
No, a Houndmaster in Redmond. Good guy.
Interesting.
Trains beasts all the time. I believe he trains their war horses too.
Is he only trained in domesticated animals, or?
I mean, I once saw a boar this big allow a halfling to ride on it. Well, this I can't look from shoulder to like this big, like
Alright.
a large boar.
Another thing, when I take you out of here, stay behind me because although I am willing to keep you alive until we return you to Redmont, there's one other person with us that would very much like to see you dead.
Is that the wizard?
No.
Fair enough.
All right. So just we'll head downstairs, give your pleasantries, and head on our way.
That sounds good. Okay, he
Bye.
just walks in front of you.
And yeah, I'm gonna have the arm just in my hand so that he can
just
see it.
close-ish, like
Yeah,
you're holding
like-
it up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like point it directly at him because I don't want to be like threatening, but I want him to know that if things happen,
still
he's
manacled?
getting grabbed. Yeah, he's still manacled.
Okay,
I make it hard for him.
behind
to
his back, right?
What?
Behind his back, right?
Yeah, I'd be behind
Okay.
him, keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
Considering he warned us,
Uh,
like, if it's behind his back, I'll pick them. It's like I'm stand behind him, and Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna be right behind him, just watching.
and
As
with
he
my
goes
height,
downstairs-
I'm like at eye level to where his hands are. So
Yeah.
Well, he's a Durgar.
What?
He's a Durgar.
Yeah.
I said he was a black dwarf.
Are dwarves that much taller than goblins?
Yes.
They're that much taller than halflings.
How tall is a goblin?
Halflings. He's a halfling.
no, but you picked him up before.
That's just because I'm strong.
Yeah, but you picked him up and his feet still hit the ground.
I mean,
That's why I
he's
was
probably
curious.
not that much taller than me
yeah,
because
a dwarf
I'm
is like
just
5
tall
foot.
for
a
a
halfling
goblin.
is like
That's all.
3.
That's all I was. I was
Yeah.
just curious about that. That's all.
Yeah,
Still
no,
probably
I'm
about a
3'7". I'm 3'7". He's probably only like 4'5" or something, I'd imagine.
That's still pretty short for a dwarf. If he's a medium-sized dwarf.
That's
Yeah.
fair. They're usually like 5 foot or something.
But yeah, it's
Oh,
all good.
as
just wondering.
as you guys start walking downstairs, it's comes up as Gunther says, "How are you doing? Oh, you lived. Oh, stop! God, you get little bastard. How are you doing, my little friend?" What are you barking about? Just calm down. Just sit. Shush. Go over there. Crazy dog. Well, did your friends find you? Yes, they did, Agatha. Well, it has been a pleasure. We're going to go out. It might be some time before I'm back. Do you need anything from the store? No, I think me and Gunther have everything that we need. Why do you ask? Just wanted to make sure you're taken care of. I might not be back for some time. I'll make sure one of my associates comes and delivers supplies to you from time to time. How is that? Sure. What's his name? I don't know who it will be yet. We'll have to see how business is good. But I need to know so that when he comes in, I can. But you let these people in just fine. You didn't have any problem with it.
It's okay, ma'am. You seem to have become good acquaintances with my friend Jerry here. I'm sure we wouldn't mind finding, or being the ones to deliver such goods.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, this is a nice, cozy place if you want to sleep here tonight. I have extra rooms.
No, we have very important business to attend to, but really your hospitality has been more than welcoming.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to wrap up some pie for you. And you guys head on out and be safe, and I'll see you when you get back. Well, I won't see you, because I'm blind. But, you know.
Ho ho ho! Such a joker, Agatha. I swear, in another life you could be a bard. You're so funny.
Oh, you think so? You know, I do have a couple songs. I have a couple little ditties.
I believe it.
Jerry
I
totally
bet you
wants to
got
see her
Yeah,
ditties.
she's got ditties.
I believe it. Please don't prove it. I don't want to hear them.
I don't want to see your ditties.
I'll leave some tea with you as well, and I'll leave a little bag of like 1 pot of tea with her, of
Sure.
that Warwick gave me.
Yeah, okay.
I'll leave a pot's worth with her.
Yeah. As you guys head out, what's kind of the order of leaving the tower here?
I'm in front of him.
Okay.
Levias is immediately behind. I would imagine Levias and Morik, because Morik will also just stab him in the back if he tries to pull any shit.
I'll probably leave last.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As you guys leave the tower one by
Hold
one.
on. As we're leaving, Agatha,
Yes.
we might send a friend of ours here. So if he says he knows Jerry, or if he knows Jerry, let him in and he'll drop some food off for you, and supplies that you need.
Sounds good.
You have a
Oh.
nice time here.
And I had a vision. The trial of charisma has been passed.
Hmm.
I don't know what
Oh.
it means, but wanted to let you know.
That's all that the vision told you?
Yep.
I guess you didn't see, which is fair.
For all I know, it could have been a 6-armed monkey dancing. I couldn't see it.
Well, you've been a nice lady, Agatha.
I could read your
Yeah.
fortunes before you go if you'd like.
No. That's scary.
Just a drop of blood, one hair, a toenail, maybe a tooth.
In
if you've
another
got
life, maybe, but
I was
you're very
Perhaps
about
another
to
nice.
say
time.
yes, and then she's like, drop of blood. Ah, no.
You're not my type, Agatha. Scary. Very mysterious.
I'm an open book. Just ask me
Yes.
questions and I'll answer them.
Well, have a nice life, Agatha.
I will.
Can't tell you what to do.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna.
Can we put an alligator in the in the tower before we leave?
Get,
No, no.
get
Okay.
some meat or something, put it in the water, attract
Wait,
everything, throw it in.
Didn't Nathaniel have a friend up there with him? Or was
No.
she just
Oh,
lying?
it's just
It was
him.
Gunta.
Yeah.
It was Gunta.
Oh,
He
okay,
came down.
good. Alright, I forgot.
As you guys are swimming, he's like kind of kicking as he's swimming. As he goes, you know, manacles are heavy.
What did he do?
They're how heavy are they?
He's saying that as an excuse to just sink. Can
Yep.
I grab him
okay.
with the hand now
Reflex.
that he is pulling some shit?
Didn't he also say he was a good swimmer?
Backstroke and just kick with your legs.
One day I'll roll well.
Hmm.
You rolled a 12. That's not bad.
Plus, the swamp hand is used to being in water, so it moves pretty well.
It does move. It's very buoyant. No.
I still reckon you could sit on it and just, it waves its hand and just...
Can we attack him since we're close
Yeah,
to him?
I still reckon that Morik and Levias would get to beat the shit out of him before he goes down because
Levias
they're
could definitely try.
watching him.
Why not me?
Why
Why
are
were
we
you
still? Why
Because
Yeah,
are
you're
they're
we
going
fine.
out of the
back
window one by one. He does it basically as soon as he drops in.
Okay.
You said as we were wading through the water,
Well, you're not
Yeah, you
waiting;
said-
it's swimming.
You said as we were swimming.
and you said he was kicking with his feet, moving.
Sure, you both can. You have your weapons out while you're swimming.
Well, I did say earlier I had my short sword out.
Okay. Sure.
But
I'll
Probably.
punch him.
for swimming, probably not so much. So yeah, I'd be trying to grab him with melee. So what's the rules for that?
Make your athletics. You have to break his CMD. This is con DC.
Do you know what? I'm gonna try and grapple.
Sure.
That is F. No.
Athletics. It's athletics. Good job.
As he slips down, you grab onto the chains, Morik, as you kind of start sinking as well.
I
Kill
grab
him.
Morik.
Yep, you can pull each other back up, and he just goes, "Look, I told you I was a good swimmer. You're not very good at holding on to captives."
What are you talking about? The fucking DM just made him swim. We had him completely locked down.
You have his hands.
Behind his back, yes. How was he gonna swim away? You're telling me he was gonna be faster than us with just his feet?
Well, there's a lot of water. You wouldn't have known where he went.
Yeah, and I'm sure we could have caught him in about a second by
Once
going
again, I'm
underwater.
talking
opening
in
our
character.
eyes.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Talking in character.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
I'm just saying,
Holding on to
he's
captives.
telling us that we aren't good at holding on to captives. We literally stopped him from getting away, just like that.
Well, we'll get him over to some more solid
Like that was-
land.
You really want to die? You really want to test your luck
No,
right now? I will kill you right now.
You can. We're out of the tower.
Grog, I feel like, we'd be the baddies if we tried to kill him rather than just returning him to authorities.
How would you know that we can return him to authority? We had already
That's
agreed
fair.
to kill him.
That's fair. You didn't tell us that he was worth any money in Red
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
get
kill
him
him
to
when we
some
get to
dry
dry
land.
land.
Over near where
I'm trying
Star
to teach
is.
you something, but I guess you don't have to listen.
And slit his throat when we get to dry land. And
You're very
leave
full of
him
yourself.
with the
No,
alligator.
we're choking
I'm not
him.
fool.
remember?
I'm just ready for death. I've lived a long life.
You don't look older than 30.
Man, humans age like shit.
Yeah.
I know.
I believe it.
Rude, but okay.
As you're Morik, as you're like holding the chains as he's like kicking, so that you can swim now. You can swim with him as you're kind of paddling.
Hmm.
So you guys get him over to where Star was. Star, you see them all swimming out.
Go to meet up.
Yep.
Get blue.
Yep. You just kind of whistle. Blue
All right.
starts making his way back.
Alright, Grog, slit his throat.
I'm not slitting his throat. Listen,
Why
new
not?
information has come to light. Well, I wasn't gonna. First of all, we agreed that we would choke him to death if we got him. Second of all, he apparently he has a bounty in Redmont.
You guys hear from like 70 feet away, Nathaniel! So you just hear a orc scream out his name. So he's like trying to get through the mangroves as quick as he can.
How much?
I look at him.
As I believe last I was aware, it's 30
Hmm.
Bad.
I think it'd be better just to off him now. I don't think it's worth the
I
trouble.
don't know.
You're
5,
probably right.
6 gold a person is a lot of money.
I mean, we could get another pair.
Travel.
What'd you
Listen,
say?
we don't have to feed him well.
I feel like we should.
Every day is a.
I feel
chance
like,
to lose them.
yeah, it just seems
Okay,
like it's going to be
we
too
get
much
another
for-
pair of manacles for his legs, and we tie him to the cart on our way back.
Someone's going to
I'll
have to
keep
be watching him
watching- Oh, did
24/7.
Leviathan use
I'll watch
manacle
him
his legs?
24
I did.
hour. Yeah.
Okay.
I do
Thank
have
you.
a set of manacles.
Now this is how you keep a captive.
Sorry, I didn't have an extra pair of manacles on me at the time.
Where's that
Ox,
gag?
Ox, can I manacle both pairs of manacles? No, he won't be able to walk then. If
Yeah.
I
Like
manacle
at all.
both pairs of manacles
That's when
together.
you drag him.
Yeah, when we get on the cart. When we get on the cart, I can manacle both of the manacles together. That way he won't be able to move at all.
Most can't deal with it much at all. Hands are behind their back.
Yeah.
All right. So
How much money do you have, Nathaniel?
Nah, we took
On
it off
me?
him.
I don't have
On
any.
you.
we took it.
How much am I willing to pay you to let me go? A lot.
How much?
3 times what the bounty's worth.
Since I believe that orc is getting closer and keeps screaming my name, look, you said 3 times? What the fuck? I'll tell you what. I'll pay you 100 gold. How's that? Is that good?
That's more than 3 times.
Look, he's getting very close, and he keeps screaming my name.
Listen, I'll keep him at bay. If I tell him that there's money in it, if he just waits a little bit longer, then I think he'll wait.
He's a half orc of the tribe.
Yeah, but it seemed like their tribe was a little more.
If you can convince him, I'll be alright with taking him back, but if he wants his revenge...
Well, no. You don't take me back if I pay you.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
I-
said you didn't
oh,
have
no,
any
you're-
money on you.
You're facing justice.
Yeah, I kind of didn't really care. I just wanted to see how much you were willing to try and weasel out with.
Oh. I guess 30 gold is good enough.
Of course, that was last time that he heard. It might have gone up since then.
Or down.
Well, you haven't stopped looking for people.
Well,
That's pretty
yes.
clear.
But I
Alright.
changed my name 3 times.
Tog, are you in slow motion?
He's like stuck in mangroves.
It's like the Monty Python
Yeah, that's what I
Holy
was thinking
Grail.
of.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking.
All right,
Dun, dun,
we
dun,
had a
dun, dun,
deal.
dun. Yeah.
We had a deal. Hand them over.
No, no,
We
Todd.
had a deal.
We never had a deal, and first of all, we found out that he's worth something.
Great. He's worth a lot to my tribe in my word, which I said I would give to you and allow you access if I got to strangle him to death.
That was pretty much what he said. He was coming along with us to actually get revenge on him.
I'm not really strapped for cash. I'm okay with this man strangling him. He's a slaver.
Me too.
If we're not getting 100 gold, I'd rather him just be strangled to death.
Yeah, you can strangle him.
No, but
So let's vote for it.
the information that this man knows, that could lead to freeing many other slaves.
But we did promise Tog.
We promised Tog, but I'd rather save more lives than just kill the man.
So you'd
I
rather
just
save
think
more
this-
lives than break a promise?
Yes.
think-
Absolutely. What do you mean? Of course
I
I
think-
would.
I think the fancily dressed orc is right.
That's rude to
Every
break a
every day,
promise.
every day you have me is another day I have a chance to get away. Might as well kill me.
That's what I think too.
Why do you want to die so much?
I'm just kind of going with the flow.
I don't trust you.
All right, let's see what the vote stands at now. Then all those
Do I get to vote?
Shut up.
for the orc getting his way,
Where
or
did you
half
put
orc
that
getting his way.
muzzle?
Sorry, what'd you say, Mork?
Everyone for the half orc getting his way.
Tog raises his hand.
All right,
It's 4 to
Guys,
3.
You guys are
Kill him.
damning innocent lives.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that.
You don't know
myself.
how many people we could save by keeping this man alive.
I
Probably
just
hundreds.
Telling the truth.
weren't the problem.
We did
I'm
make a promise.
Then he'll get away from us.
Shouldn't have made a promise if you didn't want to keep it.
I didn't know that he had a bounty on his head. There's new information that has come to light.
What new information?
That people want him. That people want to know his operations.
Well, yeah, he's a slaver.
Exactly. He was more than willing to talk to us.
Why don't you talk to us then?
I'm more than willing to.
Okay.
I'm really just sitting and see if you're gonna let the frothing half orc strangle me to death here.
Well, maybe, depending on what you tell us.
Well, what do you want to know? I'm only gonna give you so much here, because he's going to strangle me to death if I tell you everything, and I have no gambling power at that point.
Do you have any other operations besides Pharaoh?
I don't, but I have many of associates who do.
We've got to beat over that one.
Okay.
All right. Give us names.
No, it's more fun for me if I don't. He's either going to kill me or he's not. If he is, I'd rather not give you the names. And if he's not, well, once we're far enough away, I can give you the names. If you kill me then, well, I can't do anything about that.
Do you believe in a god,
I believe in many.
Nathaniel? Alright, which one do you think you're going to when you die?
If I was to guess, I believe Iomade is the biggest bitch of them all, and since I'm a bastard, probably her.
No, I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
You're probably going to a much, much worse place.
Then I guess I'll go
But
ta-
if you're lucky and you tell us some of your associates, you might be lucky if one of the ones that are more accepting, like
Saran,
Sarenrae, for instance,
So are
might
you?
accept you.
Well, but this is a moment of gamble. I don't believe that's true penance.
No,
If I
this
was
is a
given
moment of
time in prison,
redemption.
if I was given time in jail or the ability to kill my previous associates, I believe Iomade would allow me into her presence. But I don't think so otherwise.
I mean, this is working off of
Sarenrae, I
beliefs, but
apologize.
you're given time for redemption, and your time for redemption is now. Because either way, you're dead.
I
Slavers
cast my
don't
lot.
do well in prison.
I cast my lot.
I mean, guys, if we really didn't want to take him all the way to Redmond, we could just take him to Pharaoh and then have the guards transfer him themselves.
No, we promised this half orc he could kill Nathaniel. That's all.
I don't keep a promise to kill if it means that I could save more lives. There are more slaves out there. There's clearly an operation throughout Redmont. If we can shut more down, I don't see why we
Maybe.
wouldn't try to.
I'm sure there's slavers in Okano's Keep. That doesn't mean we're responsible for finding all the slavers.
I'm
in the
not saying
land.
that we're responsible. I'm saying that we're responsible for doing as much as we can, though.
Yes,
And
and
I
what
think
we
as
can
much as
do
we can is
fulfilling
at
a
least
promise.
bringing him to the authorities.
But what about the
by
promise we
not-
made? Does your word
Bring
mean
it
nothing,
back.
Gvolk?
My word means something, but I also want to save people.
And we're saving
Listen,
the people
Tog.
that Nathaniel slaved.
Yeah, okay.
Tog.
This is what I was waiting on. Okay.
Yeah. Tog, you have been enslaved by this man. Can you not preach for how terrible it was?
It was awful.
You would wish it on no other man, would you not?
He didn't capture many men.
No other person, then.
Roll me a diplomacy check. But keep going. What is said here is more relevant, I think. Okay, good roll. Plus what you're saying. I can
If-
say it was I can say it was terrible. So
What I'm trying to say is that I'm sure that you would not want to experience that, and what this man will go through in his incarceration, I'm sure will be nothing short of terrible for him. And perhaps we may even be able to get you to speak with the guards and have some form of revenge. Maybe he can be a prisoner of your tribe after they've done interrogating him. But for now, should we not at least try to save more people that could possibly be going through the same thing as you?
those people call us savages. They would not allow us to house this prisoner, as it would mean his immediate death. I see it as either leaving it to your people, who are often corruptible, bribed and paid, in hopes to save more lives, or kill him now to ensure he causes no other damage.
I do want to say, outside of this, they're none of our people. Or maybe Jerry's.
I don't care whose people they are, but they're somebody's people.
I-
You have a tribe,
clarify.
Tog? No, I understand, but these people are important to someone, no doubt.
Talk to
I've said my case, and
Yeah. Back
if
away.
you still hold your own revenge above others who have been in your shoes, then I understand. I'm sure that it is tremendous pain that you carry. But I ask that you try and help others.
Wise words from a goblin.
Thank you.
Turn him in, find out what you can. You still have my word with my people.
I
However,
appreciate that.
he kind of looks at Nathaniel. If I can get back and organize something, we're going to come to these swamps, and any of those stragglers who got away, I'm going to have their limbs drawn, quartered, burned, and sent as far deeps into the pits of hell as I can. Because that's agreement. I think they're right bastards, every one of them.
They're slavers, of course they are.
Yeah, they're fucking awful. They're slavers. Anyone who can be bought with coin is a fucking lunatic. How am I doing at your accent, by the way?
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Dog kind of begrudgingly stands back. Any trouble, I cut him down.
And I'll take the arm and I'll hand it to him, and I'll say, if he tries to get away, he's all yours.
How does this work?
You point it at them,
Yeah.
and you
It's
and you push
How does
it.
this work? Points it towards him.
It really does most of the work.
He just puts it to her like a mangrove, like, oh god, let go, give. It like breaks the mangrove again. After he struggles with it for long enough, it lets go of the mangrove.
I like this one.
It's very fun.
Okay.
All right then.
Well, now that I can't hardly walk, what's the plan to get me out of here?
Well, I hope you float.
Not well, not with 2 manacles on me. These things are heavy.
He's
Get
a
one of the
medium-sized creature. Medium-sized creatures are how much bulk? 5 bulk?
Hold on. There's plenty of long, strong branches. Mangroves are pretty tough.
Yep.
Make a raft?
Well, no, I was thinking just. His hands are already behind his back with manacles. Just slide on a branch.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Oh, to help him
Get him,
float a little
get him
bit.
between us.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna like you're gonna do like the pig thing where he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this,
Spit roast.
Yeah.
like he's a little bouncy. Okay, yeah, he's got legs and his arms. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab all scraps. Old scrapper.
Mhm.
Put him back on my back.
hmm
Hey buddy, did you miss me? Oh, I know.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a thing.
The tiny wyvern does hiss at does
Nathaniel.
hiss at, yeah.
Oh, great. Now we've
I
got to have the
know.
same conversation with the damn lizard. Okay.
I
so
know you want to kill him.
you're in captivity
Yeah.
too. You didn't want to actually. You wanted to try and save the people by not killing him.
Yeah. Don't you want to try and save other drakes, other wyverns by not? Oh, okay, never mind.
Like jam his tail at you a couple times. Okay.
Feisty today.
So are you guys going back to meet up with your previous guy,
If
Yeah,
we
Zeke,
can.
we're gonna go.
Zeke? Okay.
We
You didn't
still have
travel.
time.
You do have time.
I drew a map though. I've
You
been keeping
did.
track of
So
how to get back.
can I get a survival check? I'll give you a +3 for the map. Also, the ring is now inert.
Alright,
So
nerd.
can he take it off now?
Damn.
Yeah, he can take it off.
Damn it.
Yeah, I forgot
So
about
now
the
it's just
ring.
a
Most of
cursed
my
ring.
attacks and saves would have been -1. My
Wait,
attacks it
Ox,
didn't
did you
matter.
say? Did you say +3?
Yep.
Okay.
So 15 then, or is that with the +3?
That's with the +3.
Nobody aided him.
12.
He kind of jumped the gun a bit there.
I figured the map was the 8.
Okay.
It's pretty good. 12's not bad. Start moving in the direction. Travel for pretty much the day. Not a whole lot. You see some hares. You see like a large deer, large antlers, kind of with this moss that's kind of grown over top of it. And yeah, it you guys travel south. You manage to catch up where Zeke is.
Nice.
Couple of days.
Is he there?
It takes about a day and a half to get back there altogether. But you get there. Zeke said he'd come back, travel back, come back. So he's been waiting for you guys for about a day at this point, half a day, something like that. As you come up, well, ain't y'all a sight for sore eyes? Oh, ain't y'all a hot sight for sore eyes?
Ah, you're back early. It's good.
Well, I'm tired as hell. I'm gonna have one of y'all gonna have to row.
Don't worry, I'll take over for that.
Nathaniel goes, I can row.
Ah,
No,
absolutely.
no, he
Shut up.
doesn't.
I'm bored.
No, it's more his
Go on.
hand. I can row like he's on a fucking branch.
It's gonna
I'll
be a
be
lot
back
more
in-
boring when you're in a cell.
Ugh.
And you're gagged.
Why would I be gagged in a cell?
I thought well, I kept on asking with him.
Oh yeah, that's
talking,
fair.
it's like,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can put
you
a
did
gag
gag
in
him.
him.
All right. Ah. And you guys
Um,
have always like,
Hey, Ox, I'm
Yep.
gonna cast. Before we go off, I'm gonna make sure that his underwear is warm, so that he's real uncomfortable.
You're just gonna keep
warm
casting.
underwear is nice.
Yeah,
Not when it's fucking hot and gross and sticky in the
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
swamp.
he's
It's
probably
fucking
been dunked in
uncomfortable
the
to have
water
warm
and
up-
it's all
yeah.
sweaty.
That's
and,
fair. He's probably been
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
in the
microwaved
water, yeah.
underwear on a
It's
cold
gonna be
winter's morning.
warm
That's nice.
and wet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
warm
torturing
and wet
him at this
underwear.
It's hot and wet.
Oh, look.
Try
look,
when you're
look,
with your
look,
lady, but
look.
not when you're in the jungle.
Are we in fall?
You guys
All
are still
right.
in fall.
I got a pee. Do you mind if we have a break here?
I'm
That's
not.
Okie dokie.
Drink.
Back in 5.
Yep. No, it's fine. Okay, so welcome back.
Well, Grog, if you don't mind rowing, I'm gonna go ahead and have a rest.
That's
Just
fine.
start
You do
going
that,
that
Zeke.
way, and you'll be good to go.
I sort of remember the way back, so we should be
Sounds
fine.
good. By the way, what are we doing with that hand? Did you ever put it on a man?
Give it a high five.
Yes. Wait, did I? I put it on a snake. A really
Spider.
big snake. And a spider.
All right.
Like a giant. Like this snake was humongous. Like,
Did you skin it?
no. I wanted to, but Star was opposed.
Sorry, what?
You were opposed of making the
Well, it
giant
was mostly
snake
'cause of
costume
time.
to scare them. Remember?
Oh, that's fair. You were that
Well,
you
you
did.
could have skinned it. He was just opposed to making a costume out of it.
When would I have had the time to tan
That
the
would have
hide?
taken me like 7 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
We
fair.
were
Yeah,
tracking a man.
we want a crunch.
It just seemed like a nonsense thing to do with.
Did
the
y'all
snake's
all
body.
get your man?
Yeah, he's right there. The guy that's in cuffs.
Oh well, I just assumed that was a friend y'all made.
Oh, do you manacle a lot of your friends?
If they're really good friends, I do.
Gross.
Gross.
Oh, Grog.
What happens next?
Oh, Jerry.
I guess we're going back, and I'll get us to Pharaoh and send you on your way. I got them people to the proper authorities, getting them set up. They're I think last I left them at one of the guardhouses, and they're kind of taking care of getting them all set and ready. I got them some food in their tummies first, and sent them on their way. Got them their fixins.
Good.
So I'm sure in due time, whatever trauma that they experience in this here swamp is going to be over soon enough.
That is good to hear.
Y'all did a good thing out here. Good job. Sorry for running away. That was scary as shit.
No, it's perfectly understandable.
But we
I
fought a
wouldn't-
swamp monster and then a bandit camp or slaver camp. That was horrifying.
You weren't hired to kill anyone. You were just hired to take us here.
I appreciate the understanding. Oh, what's up?
Ox doesn't talk to us like that. What'd you drink in DT?
Well,
Yeah.
I actually appreciate the fact that you came back or didn't run that far. Would have sucked.
Well, y'all been my biggest paid customers for the last probably year. I can't be giving away my tour business now, can I? Next time y'all be wanting a tour, y'all gonna be looking me up.
We'll be sending people your way. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind having a bit more of a tour. I know, kind of, still wouldn't mind seeing if the that woman in the middle of the forest was swamp was still around.
So
He did give us a tour.
I did. I stayed pretty close to Pharaoh, and we went around and had a good old time. We saw swamp hare.
stayed away from the center, if you remember. So when you brought those people in, I'm guessing you took them to the authorities, correct?
Yeah, correct. I took them to the tavern, got them some food, some drink, and I took them to the guardhouse and got them going.
So the guard knows what's going on within the swamp now.
I believe that to be the case. Yeah, I don't see how else they'd be able to get away from some malnourished people who are calling themselves slaves from one of their most reputable business owners in town.
Yeah. Right.
Let's say we head back to Farah. Unless y'all need to be going anywhere else. I'm guessing this is one of them their slavers.
The leader, actually.
Oh well, fuck this guy. Kicks him in the face.
Yeah, I kick him in the face too.
I think that one broke his nose, Grog.
Ah, that's good. Tog, you should try it.
Tog looks down and goes, "No, I best not."
Okay, that's fair.
Won't be able to stop what you start.
Yep.
That's understandable.
Like chips, you can never have just one.
Probably
Yep.
what is
Like
faced to
stumps,
match
you
the,
can never have just one on your blood foe.
Yeah, but you don't want your face to look like or to be too messed up. We want it to match the wanted posters.
It's like once you get some blood for the blood god, you can't stop getting blood for the blood god. Like once you get some skulls for the skull throne, you just gotta get more skulls.
Naturally.
Right.
See the logic
So
in that?
let's head back. Okay. So can somebody roll me a survival check to get back? DC's pretty low. He pointed
Wait.
the direction they have to go. Oh,
Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to do it in
Um,
Jerry's.
rolling
Whoever's
just-
going to aid him, aid him. Sorry, I just really like being Jerry.
One day John's just gonna stop talking in his normal voice and just talking Jerry's voice.
He's not leading.
Well, he's taking a rest while I row.
Oh,
yeah,
falling
he's going to
asleep.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're leading, Zane. But
Okay.
you get a +1 at least. God
Wow.
damn it.
How? Why?
The DC is very low. He pointed in a direction.
Wait, are you adding the +3 from that, Zane? Oh, never
no.
mind, never mind. The
didn't
map
draw a
was
map at
only
this
drawn.
The
Yeah,
DC
map
was
drawn.
the DC was 8, so that works with the +1. Give it under a 50%, you should be good. You'll at least go in the direction. Okay. 8 hours pass as Zeke wakes up. Well, all right, Grog, if you don't mind, I think you can head to sleep. I can take it from here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm pretty
Where the
tired.
fuck are we? Oh wait, hold on. Wait, that tree looks okay. I know where we are. Starts taking over. Okay. About another, 12 hours pass. He gets you guys back to Pharaoh.
Hell yeah.
Stog steps off of the boat.
Well, I think this is where we part ways. Unless there's nothing else you need of me.
Ah, you said your village is to the north of the marsh?
Yes.
Alright. And hopefully we'll be seeing you soon.
Sounds good. And please, anytime is good.
Is there anything you need before you get going? I know that you haven't really had time to gather supplies since we broke you out.
I can make do. If I'm allowed to keep what you've given me, I can hunt on my way.
Take the axe, it's yours.
He was given a I think a
Crossbow.
bow. Yeah, crossbow as well.
And a
Hand
short-
crossbow.
The arm, however, I don't know if
I thought the plan was to leave it in the swamp.
Yeah.
that was the plan, but I told Tog that he could keep it until we got Nathaniel here to where he needed to be.
Wonder how much longer it'll last. It's
Yeah, does it look like it's deteriorated at all? No.
Considering it's a bit of a guardian of the actual swamp here, or part of one at least, I think it should really stay.
As fun as it has been to use, I don't
Maybe
think
it'll be a
it,
key to something.
To a temple of some sort.
Yeah, maybe a building.
One of those stupid ghosts that are in this swamp.
Why don't I hold on to it until we leave Pharaoh?
I'm sorry, there are ghosts in this swamp?
Yes.
Ghosts!
That's that's how we fought the snake.
Alright, I'm glad I didn't go with you for that second leg.
Well, we don't even have a first one. We only have an arm.
Nope, the first one we traveled. Wait, you're funny. You're funny. The first one fair enough. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Y'all be safe out there. If y'all need anything else, y'all know where to find me. I'm probably gonna just live in my house for a little bit and deal with the trauma of what I have just sustained. But if you need another tour, let me know.
Can do nothing but like a bit of self-isolation. Some
Plus, you
social
paid me pretty well, so I think I can take a couple days off.
enjoy it.
Probably take a month off.
And I need to fix up my boat.
Why?
Mhm. There was a hole in it, remember?
It was attacked
No,
by
I
a swamp
don't
thing.
remember that. Hey,
Thing
Tog!
the arm, that was what attacked it.
Tog!
Yes.
You can keep my crossbow, but if we ever make our way up there, I'm gonna want it back.
I can do that. I
Take
can do
care of it.
that. Agreed.
God
He leaves.
damn it.
He gave me back the arm, right?
Yeah, he gives you back there.
Okay.
Well, I think it's about time we get this bastard over to the guards. Maybe they can actually hold him up in a. Might be a bit more comfortable for him if he can get out of these manacles.
I'll take out the gag. What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying that I have met the baron of this place, baronet of this place, once or twice. He might be a little more accepting of me.
Which baronet? There's
Well, the
many.
one here. No,
Do you mean the
there's
signet?
No, there's only one here. Agrim. He didn't know I was a slaver, of course. I did business with him, traded a few things.
I don't think Agrim's here. I think the signet of Agrim is here. The Grand Signet.
You
Agrim was here.
met
Was he?
Agrim and his bodyguard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I only met his Grand Signet. Or no, I didn't even meet him. I just got his name.
And I met him.
The bodyguard is the one
I
that I
mean,
gave the
to be honest, most of these backwood folks wouldn't know much about much, if I'm honest.
Well, it doesn't matter much. Just
Of course,
wanna
you
take
could
it to
not
the
believe
guard.
me and take me to the guard. Sure enough. Yeah, fair.
So it sounds like we're gonna take you all the way back to Redmond.
Well, we're just gonna see if they have a bounty on you, and if they don't, then we're taking you to Redmont.
You know, I think there's actually something to this. The fact that they say that there's no bounty on him, they might have been told to look the other way.
Or they're just stupid.
Shut up.
They're pretty stupid.
Shut up, Agate.
Who are you taking him to?
Probably the guardhouse.
Wait,
No, hold on.
Guess not.
I don't want to parade him through town.
Why don't you guys or Groll go and talk to the guard and see if they know anything about Nathaniel, a slaver in the Baron of Redmont, and we'll keep him in the tavern until then. No, maybe not even
No,
that.
not
Keep
e-
him in
not
the
going in.
docks. We'll stay on the boat in the docks, maybe even at Zeke's house for a couple hours.
You gotta take that up with Zeke. He just left.
Stuff his ears real good.
He's not far.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, it sounds
uh,
good. You pick up the mud and shit from the swamp and just
Oh, gross.
I
You're
don't
gonna give him
wanna
an ear infection? Just
fuck him. I don't want to give him the option to say that we captured him and that he's an innocent man or any of that.
yeah, that was my thought too.
Why don't we go to Zeke's house then?
Sure. I talked to one of the guards a while back. Maybe I'll be able to get in contact with him. And now that I have a good idea of what this man looks like, and what are your other aliases?
Oh, sorry. I dig out the.
Oh god, I'm gonna have an ear infection. What? Why'd you do that?
Do you have any other? What are your other aliases?
The Red Man.
The Red Man was one.
I
I
have
have
a
that
couple
written
of them. Which one?
Any
All
of them?
of them.
All of them. All of them.
All of them. Okay. The Fox of the East, the gold digging son of a bitch, the Lover of Night, the most beautiful man in the West, the northern slaver, the eastern lover, the southern lover, the middle lover.
All of the lover ones, I'm not putting in. Those are not going in.
The largest penis dwarf in the
Yep, that's
world.
definitely not going in.
That's the one most people know me by.
I want him. I know I'm not saying anything to him. He's telling me them, and like every time he says one that is like, okay, that could maybe be one, I'm writing, and when he starts saying like lover, I'm just looking at him, pen's not moving. Just.
You're gonna want to write this down.
I am.
Okay. The Baronet of Pharaoh.
That's definitely not right.
Did Grog is Grog leaving after this?
Yeah, I was
Is he
gonna
going
talk
to?
to him
Okay.
with the
I
guards.
was just wondering. Sorry.
Wizard Supreme. And Archmagos of the Arcanos. The Arcanos Sleuth, the thief of the Arcanos. First messenger to the supervisor of the second supervisor of the Arcanos.
Can I like sleight of hand, or not sleight of hand, sense motive all of these names?
Yeah, that's
Specifically the Arcanos ones.
I'd kind of lean up to Rogue and like, maybe we should actually take him to Risen. Let him have a look at him.
I think he's just talking out of his ass.
So, Grog, you made a very astute observation to avoid the lover ones.
Yeah.
He might not actually be lying about all of the Arcanos ones.
I want to pull Grog aside.
Oh.
Think he realized that we were casters?
I'm gonna get really quiet. I'm just gonna be like, he knows that Jerry's a wizard.
Oh, someone's a wizard.
Then can't let him live. I'm sorry, Grog. I know you want to help them. We can find ways to get information out there.
No.
But that information is going to be worth so much more to Arcanos than any slaves.
You guys are talking alone, right? Okay.
We're not close to him, if that's what you're rolling.
No. I'm literally spinning a dice.
Okay. I'm like,
I'm not rolling for any reason. I do not think it's reasonable for him to have a perception because you're specifically trying to avoid him here.
And he has mud in his ears.
Well, we scooped most of that out. Tried to anyway, with a stick. Poked his eardrum maybe once or twice.
And if he is involved with the Arcanos, then he has connections, even if he's separated from them.
Okay. I think I have a new idea then. We give him to Tog, and let his tribe interrogate him.
And they can give us whatever information that they have. Slaves, I'm alright with it.
Alright.
Catch up and grab Tog pretty easily.
Yeah. Tog,
kind of fill him in on what's going on.
Yeah. Things have changed. He's probably going to be going to you.
Wait. Did you guys explain this to us at all, or are you just going?
I hadn't yet. I wanted to, because bringing him in was Grog's plan. I wanted to do things with him first.
Yeah. Tog, does your clan have any affiliation with the Arcanos?
We've been over this once before.
His clan has their own castles.
We're going to give Nathaniel to you then.
What if there's a bounty for his death? What if there's money on his head just to kill him and bring a body in? We can still make money that way. Well,
the money isn't really what
I'd rather. Yes, you said that. We'd rather give it to Tog. Yes.
I will trust you with him then, Tog, to get any information that you and your tribe can
It's going to be difficult for one man to transport him.
Jerry, are you still in contact with
Prison?
Risen?
He's guarding Jade.
Maybe we
Yes,
could
I
send
still have
Risen
him for-
to help
Um,
transfer him.
You have any money on you, Tog?
He's a slave.
Everything
just-
I have you gave to me.
It's fair.
How much-
How far is it to your camp?
From here, a few weeks.
How many days?
Few weeks.
2 weeks?
A few.
Weeks? Oh, okay. He's 2 silver a day, so
Maybe we can talk to him and get him to lower
Is it
his
a lot of
prices
money?
for this.
I don't know.
You can grab Risen pretty easily. Like if you guys want to keep
Yeah.
him at the dock, go and grab somebody real fast.
Yeah, can we just have someone go and get him?
Yeah, you bring him back. Risen's here now.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
We may have new work for you.
Oh, good. I got bored. Jade doesn't do a lot. She's been sick the last couple days.
She doing any better?
Food poisoning. Alligator doesn't sit well with her, it seems.
Anyway, we have this shithead here, and I gesture to Nathaniel.
That's supposed
Uh,
to recognize him at all.
A Durgar?
Yeah.
I know a couple Durgar. Maybe.
The problem, and I'm assuming that we're not like, when I'm talking to him, I'm not near
Yeah.
Nathaniel.
Yeah, you kind of. I know a few Durgar.
He spouted off
He-
being in all sorts of roles inside the Arcanus.
What were the
Yeah.
names?
Like the Thief
Well-
of the Arcanos, and I can't remember.
Second something assistant to the, I don't know. But I'll like,
the Grand
I'll
Poobah
be like, Nathaniel,
Arcanus.
what were those Arcanos titles again?
Well, I was the second supervisor to the regional district manager of the Arcanos. That's
Well,
it. That
that's
does you any good.
different from what he said. That's yeah.
He's just lying about that one anyway. Thief of the Arcanos, Sneak of the Arcanos. Look, I buy and sell people.
Listen, and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna say, okay, thank you, and then I'm gonna go pull Risen to
You're
the side
welcome.
again, and just say, look, none of us specifically told him so, but he recognized us as the group that his workers ambushed on the road. So he knows that there's casters among us, and he's seen us all.
Did you find the man that saw you?
No.
Right.
But I'm sure, I mean, he's heard our names. We've all spoken to each other. At this point, if we give him to the authorities, he could easily tell the Arcanos that we have.
Well, the Arcanos work with the authorities, but they're not the authorities. It depends on who you give them to. I understand. If you have another idea, please. If you have someone
Well-
who you trust here, you could give them to them.
That's where you come in,
I'm a
because
merc-
I know that you are, but our friend Tog here is part of an Orcish tribe to the north. Tog himself
To the-
has a
to the
vendetta.
north of Pharaoh?
Yes.
Aguri. Okay. He's Aguri then. Well, that's. Don't let him know I was a member, please. We
A
did
member of the tribe?
Don't let him know I was
Arcanos.
an Arcanos. If
Oh,
you don't
yeah,
mind,
no, I wouldn't.
And
I
I'll
would-
make sure not to introduce myself as such.
But
Say it all Garys.
yeah, it would help if you could just transport Nathaniel with him rather than him being alone. Oh, bye, Zane.
We lost Zane.
There he is.
Welcome back.
Crashed.
Well, Crash.
Okay,
Discord.
welcome back. You missed a lot.
Yep.
How long of work?
Couple
Just to
weeks.
get him there. Yeah. I don't know how long the exact payment is, but or the exact time is. He probably knows better, but he said about a few weeks.
Tell 3 gold.
I'll give him 4.
4 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Takes it as you slide it over. He goes. So so I'm guessing with this, you're saying no chance of escape then.
Preferably not. Keep him
I'm gonna
alive.
break his
Find
ankles
out
and
exactly what
wrists.
you can from him.
Once we
And,
get out of town, I'm breaking his ankles and wrists. Any oppositions to that?
Absolutely not. Guy's a scumbag.
Good.
Any
Anything I should know about Tog?
He does, like I said, have a vendetta against him, but he's willing to work with us after I talk to him about
He
helping
seems
to.
good, man.
It's going to be a couple sleepless nights then. Great. What were you saying, Levias, about information?
yeah, if you get any information from him about his workings and what's going on with all these slavers and contacts, I wouldn't actually mind finding out about that.
Where should I send this information?
That is a very good question.
Look, I hate to admit it, but I've had a number of instances interrogating wizards and sorcerers. I'm pretty good at it.
Good to know.
I can
Maybe just
There's a
next time we meet then.
there's a library, bit of a bookstore in Little Redmond. If you send a note, send it there.
I can do that.
Yeah, but put one of our names on it, like Jerry and Levias, and he'll know.
Sounds good.
He'll
Definitely
remember our
one of the
names.
non-casters, just
And we'll probably
Oh,
be
yeah,
there by the.
Yeah.
We'll probably be
Come
there
on.
before any information arrives,
Yeah,
so
so-
we can inform him.
Yeah. That's what, because unless I'm remembering it wrong and I've just put my foot in it, that we do have a kind of an ally, the
Yes.
Asimar
Yes.
running
The
the show.
Asimar
Yeah.
got a male that
Yeah.
runs the bookstore.
You said ass.
I can.
Got him.
I'll send him away.
Slammed.
After this, I'll probably head towards Stell. Once I'm done delivering him, if you guys head up that way, I'll meet you there. Otherwise,
We'll be
best of travel to you.
we'll be heading to, I think, Little Redmond or Redmond. Yes.
That's where we're
Next,
heading
yes.
now, but after that, we don't know where we're going.
I'll be in Stell for a while. I have some debts to pay, so I appreciate your gold. I'll make sure he's safe. Well, I'll make sure he gets there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Slight distinction, but thank you for making that.
You've been a joy to have his company, Risen, and I'll reach out to shake his hand.
Shakes yours.
If we
I'm
do
gonna
get
give
to
him a hug.
Stell,
I'm
exactly
gonna
where
go in
is
for a
he?
hug.
He kind of, as you do, he doesn't fight it as he
I'm
does.
still
as-
gonna hug it.
Yeah, he
Thanks.
does like the small of your back as he
Yeah,
pats it.
I'm going all in on it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
as he like
thanks
pats.
for not killing Grok and I on that road.
Thanks for digging a hole.
Oh, I'll dig a hole.
Yeah,
in it
don't
for
thank
you.
him.
If we do get
He
to
did
Stell,
nothing.
If we do get to
More-
Stell, exactly where do we find you?
I'll
Yeah,
be in the
no.
taverns.
He's quite the alcoholic, so the most
Oh.
popular in town.
You'll find me. Just go to the taverns. I'll be there.
I've seen you drink. Probably go to a shrink or something like that.
And yet, if I did that, our good friend here would be out of business.
I don't see what the point of going to a wizard who could cast Reduce Person would be. Pointless,
What?
really.
Well, you're a smarter man than I.
Where would you even find that?
I'll drink to that. Not you. Not you, Risen. You fucking wino.
Star, you find any good ale? Bring it. I'll pay for it.
No, he's an alcoholic. Don't.
Just
If you have any morals, you won't.
The first
find me
step is
something
admitting
rare.
it. If you
I'll
won't do
pay
it,
for it.
you won't get any better if you won't admit it.
No,
so-
no. Stage 1 is denial. It's okay, Risen. Just be better next time.
I'm gonna keep doing.
That's it. Step 1 denial. Good job.
Tog, let's say we use this stick and get him out. Well, I have to get him out of town. It's going to take some explaining, but it shouldn't be that difficult, all things considered. You're a half orc. Say where you're from. We should be good to go. If we deal with any Arcanos on the road, let me talk to him.
As Tar goes, is he to be trusted?
He's
He
a good
knows
man,
about us.
What's that?
He knows about Jerry and I.
and he's a good man.
Right.
We
Well-
never really told him that we were casters, or some of us were.
You did it in front of him.
Us.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've cast in front of
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's true.
He's
At
a
least
little
it-
scary, to be honest.
Right. Well, let's carry him out. I guess I'll do the talking. Picks him up and puts him over his shoulders, as they literally walk him out like a hog ready to be roasted. As he starts talking, you go, "Is there a gag for this man?"
Oh yeah, then I'll throw him the rope that I've been using.
Okay, now we're definitely going to have to do talking to guards, but at least he's gonna shut up. All right, see you around. Thank you again.
No problem.
Well, I better
Enjoy
deliver
your
my
revenge.
manacles
Watch out
with
for the
my,
gators.
This he just walked off with my manacles.
They did walk off with
He
your
walked off with
manacles.
mines too. It's okay. We can buy more. They're not that expensive.
So we already passed two of the trials. There was one of what? Strength and charisma.
Mhm.
So what? 4 more?
One more. In case
who's that?
Leviathan.
Oh god, the voices are coming back! Who is it? Oh,
Whoever that
go
was.
away!
What is the trial anyway?
Thunderbolt!
Cunning.
Ah.
Coming.
Come on, that
Coming.
was pretty cunning how we.
Everyone get in a circle, pull your pants down.
Time for the coming trial.
I've been training for this.
Everyone work the person to your left.
Hold on. I think it's time for Jerry's play in dirt.
Yeah, that's fair. It's been a
Yeah.
couple days.
And I need to. Well, no, we did it yesterday.
Hasn't it been a day? Wasn't it a day to get back?
Okay, yeah.
And
Day
we
and a half,
didn't
day,
roll
couple
it.
days,
So
couple of days.
yeah, so we'll do it
So,
today so that
be
we know
careful
tomorrow.
today.
Yeah, why don't we just relax a little bit today?
Yeah.
We'll roll it when
Guys,
we. Yeah.
How would
Oh,
you
we
all
got-
feel about going to get a bath today? I feel filthy after wading through all that water.
I agree.
Back
After I play with dirt.
That's
Oh,
What
fine.
did Star say?
I was like, oh, we have to go back out.
Well, we don't have to. We're going back to Little Redmond.
Okay.
Hold on, Star. Let's play with some dirt, and then we'll take a bath.
Probably good to check in with Jade too.
Don't want to be a filthy little boy.
Groom. A groom.
You're a dirty boy.
Thanks for laughing, Logan.
I like it.
You're a dirty boy, John.
I appreciate your humor, Jerry.
Can
Yeah, a spy hand.
I know we can? Yeah, you need a spanking, you dirty little boy.
I'll groom Blue. Do.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a thing for. I'm gonna play with some Durdox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Uh,
make it
Jared,
into a
roll
volcano
nature.
when it's dry and you know, see what happens.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
fuck.
Jerry, as you build your volcano, nothing happens.
Good.
And Star, as you groom Baloo's fur, as you kind of groom it and see how it falls or otherwise, he doesn't shed a lot. So right now, as you kind of do that and you comb him and kind of do all that and pull it out, as you kind of drop it to see what response there is, nothing happens.
He's still wet from the forest.
I'm gonna go and put my arm out for a shake.
Have you ever been in a null magic?
Is he saying that? You saying that to me, Zane?
Yep.
Yeah.
Once before, yes. Many times. The
Once before, many
Once
times.
before, many times.
the storms sometimes aren't around. So when there's no outside magic forces, nothing happens. It's okay to do magic when nothing's going on. Congratulations, Star.
Shake.
I'm gonna grab it with my other hand. You've come into your own and found your own dirt. I respect it. That's right.
Boy,
That's
Russell.
right, Bear. Dirt's not for everyone. You gotta find your own dirt.
You're just
Yes.
calling Blue dirt like, congratulations, you're a big pile of dirt.
As you
Oh,
keep,
I just
as you like
saw
pet
you."
his head, he like starts leaning back. So you're kind of petting his chest as he
Good
just flops onto his
boy.
back.
Good boy. Wait, I'm gonna check. Does he have a penis?
Yeah, he does.
Definitely.
Good
Penis.
boy. Red Rocket. Red Rocket.
As he's gonna reach out and try to grab you.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Okay.
Oh God, my back.
He mounts you.
Okay, let's not go that direction.
Oh, something is making Logan uncomfortable.
He's still like a cub, so he's not huge.
Oh, so it's a child bear. Much better, Ox. Thanks.
Reverse
Yeah, we
pedophilia.
find it.
That's the
I'm
child
glad we
that's-
found Logan's soft spot. Young animal porn. Got it.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what are you guys doing for today?
Well, Morg's taking out his camera if that's going
I'm
on.
pretty sure I'm fucking Zane's bear. Apparently,
No,
Nope.
no. You're being no.
we're cuddling him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, someone mentioned a spa. I probably would want to check in on Jade. Just
You
find
guys
out
all.
what's-
Okay.
find out
That's
what
fair.
she's doing. If she's sick and not going anywhere. We'll have
For a
to
few
find-
days.
Yeah, have to find something to keep us amused.
Okay, so as everyone else goes to get a bath,
Yep.
you go and check on Jade as she is
Launder
up
my
in her room.
clothes.
John Butt.
As you
I
knock on the
can't
door,
do it.
she opens it. Yeah. Oh, Levias, you're back. That's good to see you. How are you doing?
Not too bad. After a few days traveling around in a swamp.
Yeah. So I think I got a parasite from the alligator. And the healers in this town suck ass. So it's
Well-
gonna be a little bit.
That's no way to get a parasite out. Well, actually, I could get a parasite out depending on what type. But sucking ass isn't exactly the best way of doing it.
No, the healers are terrible.
That makes a bit more sense.
Is Star back in town?
If you're
Yeah,
gonna
he
get a
is,
parasite out by sucking ass, you've got to be good at it.
Yeah, I think he was actually looking around to see if there was a bathhouse or something in town.
Okay, well after that,
I've
can
been to the
he
bathhouse
come
before.
here?
I know where it is.
I'll send him your way.
Thank you.
Wander off.
Yeah, you guys all go.
She
to the
wants you to suck her ass to get the parasite out.
Gross.
You guys have a nice, relaxing bath. You get all your clothes washed. Blue gets washed. So everyone else gets in the water as everything is like normal. It's like, the clothes are off. It's a little bit of dirt, but whatever. Blue gets in, and as he steps into like this little, like kind of hot sauna, like the water just gets a little black as all of his fur and the filth gets washed out of it.
He's as
I don't
dirty
know.
as we are.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I don't know about
but
that.
you take your clothes off to have them washed. He can't do that.
Yeah, most.
I
of
don't
the
have
mud and
much
dirt would have
clothes.
been on clothes. I mean,
I have
look at-
pretty much a belt and some
Oh, fair enough. So, girl,
Hey,
yeah.
cool.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean,
it's all in
Star
my
wears
beard
his
and hair.
suit, Levias has his coat and everything and else and scarf and fucking. Jerry wears his fancy dress in the middle of a swamp, which was a bad
So
idea.
you have some dirt on your skin. The water is slightly brown, but as Baloo steps in, it's just matted. It's just in his fur. So as he steps into it, just all washes out. Just
Grog.
really thickens that water a little.
Grog's
Hold
been
on.
a brunette for the past few days.
Yeah.
On public baths, you wash before you get into the actual
Does this bathhouse allow bears? Is that what you're saying?
Are you gonna say
Yes.
no to a bear?
That's fair.
You can say no to a man who trains bears?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. But you guys have a lovely bath. Have all of your clothes washed.
What were you
Grog
grabbing
has
there,
been a
Ox?
brunette for the last couple days. As now the red is starting, the amber in his hair is starting to come back out.
Oh, this feels good.
Nothing but worse. Nothing better than a little bit of pampering.
Yeah. It's also nice to get into water and not be picking leeches off constantly.
You jump in the water and it feels dirtier than you did before.
Yeah. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? You guys haven't had not your group around for a little while.
So exactly after this, we're going back to Little Redmont. Then what is people are doing? Like, we picked up a job to go from Skystead to there, picked up this extra job, but what exactly are
Well, I
people
mean,
after?
our whole point of coming out here was to get away from the storm for a bit, remember?
Mm.
So now maybe we can actually investigate that missing child more.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were doing that.
We did want to go in. We did want to go into Redmont and talk to his trainer, I believe it was, or teacher, as it were.
Yes.
The elf that was mentoring.
Does anyone remember his name?
I had it written on my
I
note.
think I might
but
have it written
fucking know
down.
where that's gone.
I might have written it down. Nope, I wrote down the title of my book, Orange Pubes.
Kalor. Belenor's elven tutor, lives in the High District of Redmont.
Yep.
Jerry, you named your book Orange Pubes?
Yes, the name of my book was Orange Pubes.
Oh, did you name it after me?
Maybe. I don't quite remember the night I wrote that book with
You-
Zeke.
Definitely named that after me.
It's high as fuck.
I was gonna say, like, does he have orange pubes? But we're in a bath together, so yes.
You guys, I mean, look at my art. There's a little bit of orange poking out of there.
Morik, did you have anything you wanted to do in this town before you left?
No, I pretty much got all done that I wanted.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the bathhouse with them.
Oh, wait, hold on. Clayton, what did you say the guy's name was? Was it Galar?
Balor, or Kalor.
Oh, I have it. Grog, I have it written down that the person's name is Galar. Galar.
I have Calllour.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
Where'd you write it?
Right here, it's right underneath the bard guy at the angry guy. It's Galar, the tutor in Redmont.
Well, I have Kalor, Belenor's elven tutor, lives in the High District of Redmont.
Well, I do have Belenor written down as the kid that was
Maybe
lost in
maybe when we
Probably.
see him, we just both say what we think it is at the first time, and
I
whoever he
like that.
responds to is right.
I agree. I'll agree with that one.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Oh yeah. Is there anywhere I can keep
Wyvern?
yeah, Scraggles?
In your room at a tavern? That's about it.
Can I bring him into the bathhouse?
No.
I need to give him a bath though, he's dirty.
Okay, it's a copper piece for all of you to take a bath. It's so one for Baloo, one for every. Basically, the for that thing, they're like, that's gonna. I mean, we can give it a bath, but
No, I can bathe it. He trusts me
okay,
the most.
we'll call that 3 copper pieces.
Okay, I can do that. Can I make a check? to
Handle
try and
animal,
bathe
yeah,
him?
to make sure he doesn't stab you.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's just water.
Okay, he stabs Grog and kills him. Your next character is what? Send me the
Man,
wait,
You're
that
not the
is-
DM? Fuck off!
Can I have like a harder DC to like run in and stop him from doing something?
Yeah,
really
that's
stupid?
it's a critical failure, so you can at best make it a failure, unless you critically succeed.
Oh!
Grog. No, not that way, not that way.
Okay,
And then
sorry.
grabs him by the neck. He's about to dunk him in the water.
Like, yeah, he's like, ah! He doesn't want to go in the water. I'm like, you get in that water. You
Like a
get
baby,
in.
like a baby. Hold it and then just lower him in. Not just.
I was about to say, you can at best make it a failure unless you critically succeed. Yeah, that means it's not a success or a failure. It just happens. There's no good or bad news. He's just in the water now, just kind of like kicking around with his wings out. We don't know how he got there.
Doesn't it feel good to be clean? Yeah. And I'll like, oh yeah, watch this, and I'll put my mouth under the water. I'll go, and I'll blow some bubbles at him.
He stings in your direction.
Oh, okay, yeah, get the bubbles, yeah.
Stings all the bubbles.
What did you name him,
Oh,
Grog?
boy. I'm kind of in the middle of naming him. I think Scraggles is probably gonna be it. I like Scraggles.
I go over Scraggles. It's okay. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He gives you meat, right? Yeah.
Meat?
Oh yeah, you like meat.
You like go to your backpack, pull out a
Yeah.
he like stings it and brings it over to his mouth. Blue like splashes at him a little bit. He flaps
kids
his
are
wings.
playing.
Flaps his wings like trying to keep away. You guys have a very relaxing bath.
Nice.
Thanks for the help, Star.
Of course.
Have a bath. I go and find. Oh, actually, I jump out and see if I can find. Even if I run outside butt naked, I need to find a rock.
You can find one very easily.
Yeah, kind of that yay big, and I give it.
Yep.
Kind of to Scraggle.
What?
Handle animal.
It is just
Nature.
really stupid. What'd you say?
Yeah,
You give it to
nature.
Scraggles?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice present, Scraggles. Rocks are the best thing.
Sticks out one of his little talons for it and grabs it, and as you let go, he sinks into the water a little bit and lets go. Comes back up.
It's okay. I'll go dive down and pick up the rock. I'll just
Okay.
hold this. I'll hold on to this. You can have it in
As
your
you do, he
cage
like
later.
comes over to it, like flapping his wings, like in the water, like flapping at it.
Oh, you want it? You want it? Go fetch.
Okay. You throw it into the landing as he jumps out and like goes at it as he jumps into the air and stings it with his tail and then starts like chewing on it.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Hmm.
What a good wyvern. You're
Worries
gonna kill
for
so
another
many
day
people.
Down at Scraggle's Rock. Sorry. That's purely
I might
for-
have to workshop the name.
Yeah, that's purely for a Fraggles Rock joke. I'm old school.
You guys have a lovely bath
Alright.
as you guys get everything all cleaned. It's lovely. There's no leeches on any of you. Now, as you all head back to the tavern. Well, it's good to see you all again. Hope y'all had fun out there. Morik, you doing all right?
Yep.
It's good to hear. Well, y'all been needing a room tonight, or y'all heading out?
I believe we're gonna be resting for the night. I mean, Miss Jade seems that she's sick, so we'll probably be staying for a little bit longer.
Well, y'all are always welcome with the festival being down and such. Rooms are going down in price, so we'll call it 3 copper pieces for a room.
Wonderful.
Now we were splitting rooms, weren't we?
Yep. 2 people to a room.
We'll call it 3 copper pieces each, and I'll get y'all taken care of.
So
By the way,
6 copper pieces a room.
For you, yeah, but everyone else is 3.
What?
Because you said it was 6.
Well,
So
you said
got the money.
each per room.
3
I was-
copper pieces per
Per
room.
room, yes.
2 to a room, no more. I ain't trying to run this all stacked up on top of each other. I don't need to know about your weird orgies.
Hey, they aren't weird.
I'll pay 2 for mine.
2 copper?
You
said 3 for the room.
Yeah, 3 copper for the room.
Right.
Bless you.
I'll pay the
Who's
one.
rooming with me?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just be
Oh,
on
okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I'll pay the one.
Okay. So,
Jerry, I'll give 2 if you don't mind sleeping with my wyvern here in the room.
Just keep it in the cage and I'll pay 1.
Levias,
Alright.
you're by yourself. You gotta pay 3 copper.
Seems that way, so yeah, okay. I shall.
You have a whole medium-sized bed to yourself.
Okie dokie, and I'll scratch my
Okay.
3 copper.
Okay.
Bastards, making me pay for something.
Should have jumped in. All right, you all wake up into the morning as he's serving basically breakfast and a drink for a copper piece.
Breakfast and a drink, that's risen.
Breakfast and a
Okay.
drink for a copper piece as
Yeah.
Jade is downstairs.
Oh, we still got some gator left.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention yesterday, Star, Jade was after you yesterday after the bath.
Is Jade down here?
Yeah, she is. She's got like water in front of her. She's like sipping on it.
Sorry about that, I found a shiny rock.
What's the matter, Jade?
I think I got a parasite from the alligator or something.
Alligator.
The one that we ate at the festival. Been super nauseous last couple days.
She's
Did you sleep
pregnant.
with Risen?
What?
Did you sleep with Risen?
No. His hair was pretty nice, but no, I didn't sleep with anybody. It's been at least. Oh my god, it's been that long. It's been a while since I've slept with anybody. Why? Oh god, I think I read about this. Is this immaculate conception? Am I pregnant?
Well, if you've not slept with anybody, probably not.
Okay.
What did you do, girl?
I am a gentleman, thank you, sir.
Are there any anti-parasitic roots
Yeah.
in the swamp?
Give me a nature check. Yeah. Absolutely.
To be fair, pregnancy is basically a parasite growing inside you.
It is
Yeah.
indeed.
It'd be the
Yes,
same
there
treatment.
are a couple of them. One of them is particularly taken by some of the birds as they put it in their nest. It's more of a moss than anything. But yes, there is a moss that is anti-parasitic that grows in the swamps.
Okay. Is it something that I could easily pick without getting too deep in?
You have to go almost directly to the center in the deepest, largest parts of the swamps.
I'm already planning on going there. You don't have to do that.
It's like
No,
the
it's
exact center. It's crazy.
it's really weird. Only grows on temples. I don't know why. No,
hear
it's
coming
fairly
from them.
easy to get. Truthfully, you might take a
I tell her
little
I'll
bit
be
of
back
time.
in an hour.
Yeah, might take a little bit of time. You know what you're looking for, though. It's fairly easy for you to grab. You're gonna have to wade into some of the water, to kind of search a little bit inland.
Take off my pants.
Sounds good. You search a little bit inwards, and yeah, it's easy enough to gather.
Okay. I get some back. I grind it up and make some tea or whatever I need to do with it.
Yeah.
Your
It's kind of
insides
like
are gonna feel like shit for a day, but
It's gonna be a super like thick, like a really thick medicine. It has that very medicine-y taste, but it's just ridiculously thick because it's kind of crushed. The oil's pulled out of it, and you put it in water, boil out all the water, so you just drink the oil that's been heated to bring out the medicinal parts of this moss. It's horrendous.
all right. Well, take this. It's gonna suck, and your insides are gonna feel like trash. But
Oh, does it smell like it tastes?
What?
yes,
Oh god.
get it
Do,
down.
do you have any
Sit down,
extra
sit down.
of that?
It's no, it's fine. It's real. Thank you. It's really good.
Do you have any extra of that, Star?
Gotten her. I can
Well, like
grab
when he boiled it down, was it only enough for like one serving of it, or no?
Imagine it'd be easier just to get a decent amount, I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
he gathered some. There's some. There is more that you could have.
Okay,
If you
awesome.
dry it out, it does still work as it is.
Could I have some of that?
Sure.
I think it might be good to add to the mush. I'm gonna add it. I figured the anti-parasitic agents will probably help with anything that might get through the otherwise religious enhancement of it.
Medicinal mush.
Medicinal mush.
I don't know if that's for the best, but medicinal mush. I told her she'd feel like shit.
I mean, it's the strangest thing. I mean, it almost seems like I could put anything in here and it tastes great.
Ruin a batch of mush.
Yep, you just drop some of the moss into the mush. Just, yep, here you go. Close that thing up, puts that jar back into his backpack.
Yep.
Moving on. How long does this typically last? Like the nausea from it?
How long, Ox?
Like a day, 2 maybe.
Why don't you ask yourself?
How long? I don't know. How long?
Well, no.
I don't know. You tell me.
Hold on. Jade asked Star.
Yep.
To which Zane asked Ox.
It's gonna last a couple days but she is gonna be.
It's gonna last a couple days. Maybe we should go out adventuring to maybe some kind of temple or something.
I did hear about a temple or something.
Or something.
I'm not really interested in any temples, but if there's something out there, I want a piece of it.
Oh, I love me some something.
Well, to be fair, I was the one who had the vision of something in the middle of town, the swamp, so I wouldn't mind actually seeing it.
So
myself.
you go to the something and we'll go to the temple.
Could be the temple where the something is. Wasn't that clear?
Oh, the something and the temple are together. I get it now.
This is the dumbest conversation. We've had some dumb conversations. This breaks them all.
It's up.
So, do we have any plans to head out today? Or are
she
we
is not fit to travel.
No, not her. I mean like us. Like, are we all just doing our own things for today? I mean, we've been kind of around each other. I'm sure that we could all use a break from one another.
I actually have to go and buy a few more arrows.
I'm just not grown accustomed to you guys.
Well, I
hated you all.
I was hoping to get some stuff to help the wyvern feel a little more comfortable.
Oh, spruce up the cage.
The cage?
Oh, I'd like to get him an actual, a nicer one. One that doesn't remind him of capturement, and also just maybe, I don't know, a leash. I'd like to start letting him be out of it a little more.
What is the term for it? It's aviary. Does this town have an aviary? For messenger.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for like pigeons and whatnot. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Why don't we visit the aviary? They may have something for taking care of.
I understand that it'll probably rare that they'll have something specifically for a wyvern, but
no. But if you need a perch glove or anything for them, they're probably going to be the best bet. They have more experience dealing with flying creatures than anybody else, probably. It's kind of the job.
Right. Well, then I'll probably head my way there.
Okay. If everyone just wants to grab basic supplies, we can probably grab that. The aviary will probably take a little bit of role play. Being honest.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll get
would
two
we
more.
be able to buy extra? Sorry. Would I be able to buy a new pair of manacles too?
Easy enough.
Yeah.
How much? Just regular manacle price?
Yeah, just regular
Okay,
price.
okay, that's fine.
It's Xavier, okay.
Like all the stuff in like general equipment you'll be able to purchase in most towns.
How much are they, Clayton? I'll get a set.
I'm looking it up right now. Just give me a second.
Arrows are silver for 10.
It depends on what quality you want. There's poor, simple, average, good, superior. I was using simple ones. The simple are 3 gold. Poor are 3 silver, and average are 20 gold. So
Yeah, I'll go with the 3 gold ones. Fuck, I just
Yeah.
walked away with
Okay.
4 gold I paid. It'd been 3 extra gold for the manacle. Bastard. And then get my manacles back.
So I do, just as a side note for you guys, I do have a DC for him to get away. Those you both had average manacles, so that will increase our DC.
yeah,
Plus,
Average
also
ma-
hiring Risen as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll increase that DC even further instead of just having Tog do it.
Average manacles require 4 successes at DC 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
those are
it
ours
is
were
doable.
simple. I'm assuming
is-
yours were simple too.
Oh yeah, probably.
I don't know about John's.
Oh, DC 27.
But John's were
simple.
John's were the ones that were holding him
No,
together.
I'm assuming they weren't simple.
They were poor.
If they were, no, they couldn't have been poor. If they were slavers manacles,
Yeah, they were just literally the cheapest slavers, like the cheapest manacles they could get.
good thing we
At the
fucking
same
killed
time,
them. Those shitty
I
ass
definitely don't
slavers.
think it would just be, you know, 4 for the hands. Or the...
Yeah, we got him out of the way so that the good slavers could do man's work.
I just feel like if your whole occupation is slaver, like you wouldn't buy simple manacles.
Mannequins.
I imagine
Yeah,
you'd
you
have
buy
a range.
fancy
I mean, if you got if it's just kids, you know.
Yeah, what's the kid gonna do?
Okay, that's fair.
And they did just want the old man, to be fair.
Did they? I feel like they just
Yeah, no, they really just wanted you.
when we attacked him, they said he's actually a wizard. That's fair. All right, that's fair.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Actually,
that's
no,
fair.
they were also wanted Jade.
They did want Jade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you head to the aviary. Is anyone else going with you? Mark, are you doing anything in the town?
I'd just like to spend the day working on a swamp figure carving.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Give you spending the whole day. I'll give you a +1 to it. You're in a restful place.
This is going to be 2 higher. That's going in the collection.
Okay. Wait, does he have 1 arm or 2?
It's detachable.
It's
Like an
detachable.
action
Yep. It's
figure.
detachable.
On the
Okay,
back,
so
he's got a
22.
little lever that you.
Yeah,
Good,
you can
you-
pull one of his left
He can
arm
do
off.
karate chops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's Swamp Thing action figure. Okay,
Yeah.
you head to the aviary with Star, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'll go with
Okay, you guys head to the aviary. As
I'm gonna get food while they're doing this, so I won't be here.
Okay, sounds good. As you head in, hello. You guys are greeted by just kind of a, probably like a 16-year-old boy who's fairly frail, like very small. Either he's pre-pubescent or late bloomer, or he hit it and he just didn't get gifted with physical aspects. Hi. Welcome. Is there a message I can send?
No. We've
Oh,
got a
is that a-
feathery friend that we're taking care of.
Okay.
Looking for advice and equipment.
Okay. Is it like a hawk or a falcon, a carrier pigeon?
Which one of those is the most dangerous?
Well, it depends. A hawk you can use fairly easily on like rabbits and stuff. Whereas, well, and also you could send it after deer to kind of hold them in place, as they are pretty dangerous. A falcon, though, can take care of basically any airborne avian. They're one of the most dangerous things flying. Their hunting skill is impressive. Why do you ask?
My
Do you bring him in? Is
I
he at
was
the
going
tavern
to.
still, or did you bring him?
No, I probably brought him with me, honestly.
Is he you like
yeah.
hold it hanging?
Yeah,
it
I like pull him up on the counter. I'm like, this is what I have.
Oh my God! What is this? Oh Jesus!
No,
Oh,
he's
my
friendly.
oh
He's
my
friendly.
God!
Don't,
Oh,
Yell.
it's
oh
fine.
my
He's
days!
fine.
Inside him.
See,
As
yeah,
he, as he starts stinging, as he's screaming, starts
I'm like,
stinging.
no. I'm gonna pull out some gator. Be good. That's right. Yeah.
Oh
See, he's fine.
my goodness!
He's just he's been a little wound up.
Is this
His
a wyvern?
yes. Wow. Good eye.
I've read about them. Oh my God! When did you get a wyvern? Did you catch it as a baby? Did you
No,
take the egg
no.
from the nest?
Some slavers were using him to harvest his poison. We rescued him. So I'm trying to train him so that he'll be more friendly towards people.
Okay, is he friendly now?
Um,
To us.
relatively.
Okay, so, well, first off, so, hold on, as he, like, leaves to go get a book, he pulls it out as he goes, I thought this was just fairy tales, oh my goodness. Here it is, wyvern, venomous drake, well-earned reputation for impatience and aggression, can get up to 15 foot long and weigh over 1,000 pounds.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to
A
it.
wyvern's
Yeah, he's just a
body,
baby right now.
crushed talons from a large prey without serious risk to itself, uses momentum to stun creatures before its venom, likes to be near cliffs. Conversate, this thing can talk!
You can talk?
My understanding was they couldn't.
Conversation is of little interest to a wyvern, as a creature typically speaks only to taunt its prey.
Wait, hold on. Are you looking at Wyvern or Warg?
I'm looking at Wyvern of 2nd edition. I don't know what that means, but it's the 2nd edition book of Wyverns, I guess.
He's just got the Pathfinder 2nd edition bestiary.
Even so, many wyverns enjoy grim humor in tales of violent acts, particularly if those acts are committed by the storyteller. A wyvern probably pleased its meat, entertainment, and treasure, sometimes agrees to provide assistance ranging from given directions, serving as a mount to a powerful humanoid. That's not too bad, actually. However, these arrangements rarely last more than a few weeks before the wyvern's pride, malice, or insolence inspires it to flee, even betraying its allies. Oh God, that's not good. Only the truly cruel can cow a wyvern into servitude for extended periods, as most wyverns are so self-interested that they go out of their way to avoid helping others.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Says they speak Draconic.
Well, this one doesn't seem to speak anything now, does he?
That's right. I'm gonna give him some more gator. Oh boy. No. That's why you eat slow. So,
Okay, well, you're dealing with something smarter than anything I've had to deal with.
Really? Hawk's pretty smart.
how about just start with, do you have anything that he could perch on?
Yes, I also could make a hood for him if he lets me measure his face. That way you could kind of shield him from nonsense that's happening.
Will he respond well to that if he's more intelligent?
I don't know.
Definitely
I'm
not.
just saying.
Yeah,
you could
I
do
don't
it.
think he needs a
I
hood.
could get you a perch. I could. Well, I mean, we do make a form of like studding for the talons. I might be able to make a studding for the tail so he doesn't kill you.
That wouldn't be bad.
But he probably won't be able to use it against prey.
I mean, as long as it's something I could take off, right?
Well, of course, it's like a sheath for a weapon, kind of, but it'll have buckles on it. But if he's smart, he might learn to unbuckle it. Um,
Why don't you make it for me, and it, we'll see how he interacts with it.
okay.
Well, you'll probably need to measure it, won't you?
Yeah, I will.
You know what? Just focus on the perch for now.
Sure.
Go ahead, Star.
Well, do you have maybe a falconry glove?
Yeah, I have plenty of those on hand. Well, I have 4, but that's plenty. People use them all the time for hunting, like swamp hares and stuff.
Very good.
Do you have any in his size?
He kind of looks. He brings out, 4.
Despite his size,
No.
he has pretty large hands.
These would probably fit, as it's like a large leather sheath that goes up to the forearm.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it does, like, it'll work. Like, it doesn't slip off of your hand easily as you kind of do this.
Mhm.
It doesn't slip off. It's not fitted well, but it'll work. There are some buckles, and otherwise they don't do a lot. You have pretty big hands, a large forearm, but they're just, like, the length is just not there. So it kind of goes a little past your elbow, like up to, like, on you up to here. So it kind of limits a little bit of your range of movement. You could
Okay.
probably work with it.
Do you know if you could properly fit this for me, or if I could go to a leather worker?
I mean, I could try. I'll be honest, I'm quite bored. I have a lot of spare time, but a skilled craftsman in this might do better. But I'm sure with enough time and practice, I could do just as well.
A temporary fit should be fine. I'll trust your handiwork.
Okay, it'll take a little bit to cut the leather down and everything, but I've read books on it, and I've spent some DIY crafts sometimes. So I mean, really, all we have to do is basically cut where the inner elbow is. If we left everything else, it's going to stick out a little bit past your elbows, but I think that should be fine just to give you the full range of motion.
Yeah, that would be nice. I
Maybe
tend to
extend-
use my arms a lot.
Maybe extend these buckles and straps. What's to keep the wyvern from flying away?
I was thinking about that. Recently I've been keeping him in this cage, but honestly, I'd like to get rid of it. I worry that it reminds him of his past.
I thought a leash would do earlier.
That was my thought exactly.
So I did have a weird man come through once who sold me something for what's called a sugar glider.
Okay.
It's about it's like a tiny like squirrel that flies. It does have a leash on it. I might be able to hook it to the falcon's glove, but it's only going to be a couple feet of movement for him. I think it's meant for something much smaller.
I need something
I could
longer.
maybe extend it to like 6 or 10.
10 would be good. I think that would be a good range of motion.
I'll
I
have
don't
to-
think he can fly very much right now, but
I mean, he's not much bigger than a falcon, if I'm honest. Like even like a falcon. He's not much bigger than a falcon. I could, if I could try one of these on him and he doesn't attack me, I could probably see what we can do. His wings are fairly similar, at least at the base.
yes, they're a little damaged right now and healing, so he hasn't really been flying too much. If you want, I can try and just feed him while you make your measurements. He shouldn't
Well,
be too bothered.
I have to put this on him to see how it grasps.
He's very food
Motivated.
so
Well, that's good to hear. Okay. Well, okay. Roll me a handle animal. If you want to aid Star,
I was gonna say, can you aid me? Are you fucking kidding me? 2 1s in a
You roll
row.
a 1.
I rolled a 1 again. Are you fucking kidding? Dude, I haven't had a roll above a 10. I haven't had a dice roll above a 10 this fucking session.
You rolled 2 zeros in a row.
he's gonna try to bite you.
That's fine. That
Bite you.
misses. No, that misses.
You had a 15 on your diplomacy, at least.
Yeah, that's fair. I did roll it well for that.
Yeah.
That was pretty important too.
As he tries to bite you, as you're like, as you like move it up so that it kind of it kind of like it just catches a spot, like it catches a spot, like as you kind of jump, it grabs onto your belt as it's like chewing into your leather of your belt.
No. Quick, while he's grabbing onto my glove, just try and
Oh
make
yeah,
the
he grabbed
man
onto the
move
Falcon's
now.
glove. Yeah, that's... What about the tail? Just swinging around him like this. He's just...
I'll try and calm him a little bit.
Okay, I'll say that 17, so you don't have to. So you kind of do, at least, at the very least, you can... He's not calmed, but at least you get control of the tail. So he kind of puts the harness on him. He goes, okay, so his wings spread is a little bit wider. So, okay, hold on. As he takes the charcoal pen and kind of marks it, he goes, okay, if I cut it here, and it looks like the chest is fit good, and the back heart... Okay, it's snapped! As he like, pulls it off of it.
And I'm like,
Go.
Okay. Okay. So
Oh, God.
I can probably make one that works for it.
sure. I mean,
I just have to cut it here and do a little bit to the back because he's a little bit narrow, like tightening this. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could do that and extend a leash and adjust this glove a little bit. It shouldn't take more than a day or, well, I kind of want to get this right. Call it 2 or 3.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah. I'll be honest, this has been quite an experience for me. I won't charge you for the additional work, but I will have to have you pay for the material.
That's more than fair.
We'll call it silver piece.
Fair enough. Thank you. I understand this is difficult work, so I appreciate it.
And if I don't think I have it right, I will take it to a leather craftsman. I can tell this is a very special creature, and I don't want to mess it up. So if I can't do it, are you willing to pay his rate? Other than the actual glove.
Yes, I will. I've got deep pockets at the moment, so.
Okay, I'll do what I can. If I think I have it, I'll take care of it. If I can't, you may have to pay his rate. And I'll just charge you for the glove and everything. It's just, I've never seen something like this. This is amazing.
Well, if I can,
How do we
with
get one?
my friend's help, if I can get better control over his temperament, maybe you'll be able to see him in a less hostile environment.
Do we want to do anything about the tail?
The tail's a feature.
Not at the moment. He's just been locked up so much. I really don't want to try and pin him down right now.
Okay.
I mean, I've got the cage for now, and that's worked well. But, yeah.
Okay. It'll take a little bit of time, but I should be able to. And then the wyvern just starts flying around the room. Just starts
Like, no!
Because it's
Down.
just flying around the room. It like goes over to the cage where all the pigeons are, and it starts like stabbing at him.
Stop! Those aren't dinner. That is not dinner.
It's like puts its neck in and starts trying to like nip at him as its tail is going crazy. You're able to pull him off.
Stop! No. You already had a meal. You're good. Do not need to kill the pigeons. I don't want to have to pay for those.
There's 3 dead, kind of black ichor, kind of from a wound. Too close to the cage edge.
They would die immediately. They would. I wouldn't even give them a save. I'd just be like, they're dead. They're dead as shit.
Kind of like Shrek.
Just appears.
What's her name? Sings so loudly, and the head just.
Fiona.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd just be so dead. Yeah. So, like I said, about a silver piece, maybe more if he can't do it.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you, Star, for the help. I don't know if we're doing anything immediately, but if we're gonna wait around a few more days, then I'd like to spend at least some of that time trying to train him a little bit better. Especially if I'm going to be using only a leash in the future. I don't really want him stabbing me in the back of the head.
Definitely.
Or anyone else, God forbid. Big Rock forbid, as I should say.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna take him like 2 or 3 days.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
Well, did want to go out to that temple. How long did you say until Miss Jade gets better? Star?
Couple days.
Miraculously when we get back.
Pretty much.
I mean, if you guys are okay with waiting the few days for me to get this bleach and everything, I'd appreciate it. But I understand if you want to go now. I could board him up, but I'm just worried about him causing a ruckus while I'm away.
if we wait a few days, then we'll have to go back with Jade.
Back to our normal lives. But down here, it's our time.
It's our time down here.
Fucking Goonies.
I've been having fun with the dirt. I don't know what you've been doing.
Oh, yep. I'll make my check for today.
No, you rolled already, did you?
This is a new day.
Oh yeah, this has been another day, right?
Well then, I see
I'll
no
do
issue
the
with
3 bucks.
going out.
Jerry, nothing happens.
It's fair.
Unfortunately. Star, it blows slightly over the back of the bear.
Nothing happens for me. Sorry.
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
So you kind of comb him and kind of pull it out. It doesn't fall straight down. It just blows slightly over to the back of him.
Does that feel congruent with the wind?
It does feel congruent with the wind.
Okay. Strange.
Well,
Maybe the wind is strange. I'm questioning.
well, today's safe, is it not?
It should be.
All right then.
You try it real quick.
Woo! Grog casts Fireball.
Shit.
Fireball! That's what you gotta say, Grog.
And then it happens.
That's the key
Is
word.
that really all that it takes to cast
All
this?
you gotta do, you gotta put your arms out like this and say fireball.
And you gotta believe.
Fireball!
No,
Did
no,
you use
no.
that in public?
Fireball.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Fireball.
There you go.
Fireball!
Everybody on 3. Fireball.
Fireball.
Good, good. Now eat some dirt and you'll learn how to cast fireball. Just really just go to town on some dirt.
Gross.
Canos walk by.
Gross.
Just a bunch of idiots in the street going, Fireball!
We're looking for Fireball whiskey, officer.
Don't have
They're
any.
just playing this new game called
Fireball.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So,
Homewares and housework.
what would you all? What are we trying to do today, if anything?
This is the day after we came back, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is correct. You came back. You went to the
Okay,
tavern.
you guys went to go talk to
aviary.
whatever
Yeah,
the fuck.
Falconeer.
Aviary.
Yeah.
Aviary. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we want to go back out too, we need to wait for Steve, and Zeke, and he said he wanted to take a break for a bit.
Did we?
Well, he said he's not going to be working. I more meant that as he's going to be at his house.
I know Levias got in contact with Jade. Sorry. Did anybody else go with Jade to talk to her?
Well, she was at the
Had a
bar
thing.
this
She was
morning.
at the bar in the
Okay.
morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Zane
Okay.
made her,
Thing.
or Star made her medicine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Star power.
How long do we plan on staying here? Until you want to go back?
Until Jade's better.
Star, you made the medicine. How long until it'll take full effect? Okay.
It's effective right away, but
A lot of
while it's
diarrhea.
working, yeah, there's a lot of you gotta it makes the host inhospitable to the parasite.
So what? 2 or 3 days?
Probably, yeah, about that.
Okay.
Basically,
Well,
just gave her a batch of.
I'll be
movie
here drinking tea and annoying anyone that comes through. So if you have a plan, you come get me and I'll be all for it.
Well, Levias did mention the temple, or not the temple, the goddess, or mistress
swamp.
of the swamp.
That sounds like another ghost, and I'm scared of ghosts.
Is that why you search for them? To stay away from them?
Well, that one ghost scared me. That was a big fucking snake.
But he warned you about the snake. He didn't bring the snake.
Yeah, but he warned me of a snake, and then he brought a big fucking snake. he
The snake
fooled
was
me.
there regardless of
Yeah, but he didn't. He fooled me He made it sound like it was gonna be a little rattlesnake. But
No,
it was a big anaconda.
he said it was giant.
No, he didn't say
Yes,
anything. He was
he
a ghost.
He walked like 25 feet to measure
Yeah,
the
well-
snake.
Maybe you're good at math, but I'm not.
what math is there?
That's a
I
lot
just-
of math.
I watched the light
The
move
number
backwards.
25 is a lot of math.
Sorry,
How
we
did
all
you
have
pass?
good sight.
How did you get through school?
What school?
Okay.
I just been a man in a library for a couple of years, and he taught me how to do. And I guess I don't, cause we're in the middle of a bar. But I do like I'm gonna cast prestidigitation, but I don't. I go pew 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 pew.
Jerry's gonna get caught. Jerry's definitely gonna get caught.
Jerry's
Jerry's
senile.
so not careful. He's almost careful, but not quite.
Sometimes
Not
he's careful.
enough. Not nearly careful enough.
No, I don't think that's true.
Oh yeah, we should probably figure out something to do about that witch.
No, I think
That
the-
bitch. That bitch. She's
Oh yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah.
son of
I
a
would-
bitch.
I was gonna pay Zeke to send her some food every couple weeks, but I
Why
forgot.
not?
But I forgot. Well, I was gonna do it.
Well,
I
that's
didn't
fair.
expect
You
you
can do whatever
to.
you want with your gold, but
Yes, that's fair. I didn't expect you to.
I mean, if she has the power that the guy made him, if she's as
He's-
powerful as
He
he
seemed
made him,
pretty scared of her.
I think she can get her own food.
That's fair. Fair. She was just, if I'm gonna be honest, she was pretty cute.
Why
wanna go
didn't
back
you
and marry her?
why didn't you ask her on a date?
Well, cause and I pointed my ring on my
His
finger.
middle finger.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not your ring
I
finger,
have a-
John.
I have a
Because fuck
spouse.
You see, fuck you, and that's why.
I have two rings, one on my middle finger and one on my ring finger. They're both identical.
On your right hand.
Yeah. Well, that's just how we do it in
So
my
where are
culture.
they?
Left hand.
Where who?
That's your wedding finger.
Where's your spouse?
My spouse is where I grew up, and I'm here. So,
Why are you here?
it's quite complicated.
Yeah, we got a couple of days.
We got some time. Yeah, why don't we talk about it?
Alright, so if I'm going to talk about myself, I think you need to tell me why you're here.
Okay.
Why are you here?
Well, I asked you first.
Okay. Pinky promised that if I tell you my life story, you tell me yours.
I'm not asking for your life story, but I'll tell you.
But
If
if
I
I'm going to explain where my spouse is, it's going to be my life story, so you have to tell me yours in exchange.
Okay.
Okay? What about you, Grog?
I'll tell you an appropriately long
I've
story.
already told you most of my life story. I mean,
Okay. What about you, Levias?
No
You
more.
gonna tell me your life story if I tell you mine?
Well, just like me, it's short.
Okay. Well, I'll keep mine short and sweet.
how?
My
Aren't you like 77?
yes, but my story is pretty quick. It's been pretty boring for most of it. My real name isn't Jermaine, because that's a weird fucking name.
That's a little bit rude to all the Germains.
That's fair, but I think it's a weird name.
Then why'd you
My
pick it?
my husband's name is. Hold on, I haven't seen him in many years.
It's Jermaine!
I need to read.
Keith.
I wasn't always this old man you see before me. I was a young, pretty woman.
Oh, wait, what?
This man's
Yes.
senile.
I was a young, pretty woman, and I got mixed up in some weird stuff, and these men changed me into a man because of a wild storm that has been going on. And now I was turned into this man you see before me, and I've been spending years trying to figure out how to go back to the woman I was before.
Hold
That's
on.
why I'm here.
Can I insight check that?
Can
Absolutely.
you confirm that this is what he told you?
I can confirm that this is 100% his backstory.
I can also confirm it because it was the same backstory that Jerry had in my campaign. I knew it the whole time. I've been like,
I'm glad you
Yeah.
didn't say anything.
no, why would I? I wanted you
But
to.
I appreciate that,
God.
Clayton.
Hmm.
Yes. So, I've spent years trying to find out how to go back, and unfortunately, a number of years back, I accepted that I'm no longer that person I was, and I'm Jerry now. And no matter how much I want to go back, and no matter how much I try, I'm no longer that person.
So,
I choose
Jerry,
to be
then, or Jermaine, or
Jerry,
whatever you
you're
like.
you're my friend now. You all are my friends. You've
What was your
accepted
name
me.
before?
Yeah, and how
Um,
did you get the name Jerry? If
Oh, I picked it. I couldn't think of anything better.
so,
But
what
I
was
was
your
I
name?
was I was
before?
I was Guinevere.
Guinevere
Wait, Gwen.
Well,
or
my
Glenn.
friends,
At
my
least that's
friends,
close.
my friends called me Gwen back then, but I didn't think it was appropriate to go by that. I figured I should go by a different name, and I tried to go back to my husband, but he was scared. He wasn't that accepting of magic back then, and he still isn't now. So I've been trying to go back ever since, but it's difficult. Magic is finicky.
Did you have any children?
5, actually.
2 of them.
How old were you?
I
Said
was
you were
26 when
So
I
you've
changed
been
back.
Jerry longer than Guinevere.
I have been. That's why I said it's hard to accept it, but I'm more Jerry than I was Guinevere back then.
It's a sad tale, Jerry.
That's why I don't tell it, but you asked. So now you gotta be sad and tell me why you're here. Because I assume your story's at least as sad as mine if you're here.
All right, Star. Well, it seems that you're next then.
Real quick, let's go on private.
Yes, let's go up in the room.
More about.
Agreed. Before we talk more about magic.
Yeah.
I don't like that
I don't-
Roblox.
Was the
Yeah, I don't need to- Did you
I
say
also-
that in character of before we talk about magic?
I probably wouldn't have said that it was magic, but right then I definitely said the word magic.
I assume that we kind of went
What
into
do you-
private.
What are you talking about? Jerry?
I don't know. I'm very emotional right now. It's difficult for me to remember the old times. You've made me very upset.
magic!
The old times when I was able to use my time like the powerful wizard I am.
It's difficult. make me very upset.
Damn magic, turning my
Oh.
lady friends into men. If only nobody ever casted magic.
Damn. Praise be the Arcanos,
Praise
The
be the-
protectors of us.
the protectors.
Maybe one day they'll find a way to reverse all magic.
I agree.
Alright, let's go upstairs.
Yes, let's go upstairs.
It's the shadiest shit in the world.
Okay.
I need to do something.
Alright, now you be sad. Go.
Well, I brought up where I come from, the Blue Desert.
Yes.
Where magic's a lot more free.
Correct.
It's quite popular for young adults to set off and travel,
Mm-hmm.
if they have the means anyway. Explore, have a life, and hopefully one day go back, settle down. But my parents were also of the forest, or not of the forest, of nature. I learned my ways from them. Although I'm a little bit closer to civilization, I always enjoyed some of the gifts that it brings. Alcohol, fashion, you know. So, trying to make what I can, expand what I can. I heard about a large reward for a quest that seemed rather simple. So I set off so I could make my dreams come true. A little bit harder than I expected.
No, I don't think any of us ever expect what we're dealt.
We all have a sad tale to tell.
That might sound sad.
Mine's not very sad either, honestly.
I had a pretty good childhood.
Oh, well. I appreciate you sharing.
If anything, dealing with his Arcana shit is the worst time.
I agree, it's made it very difficult to do anything.
And there's slavers here, and fucking...
Very confusing.
It's a terrible place we live in, really.
What a world.
Most humans kind of suck.
Yeah.
Agree. Humans suck.
Yeah.
Guys.
Were you born a human, Jerry?
Guys.
What?
Were you born a human?
Yes.
Okay. Knowing that you were changed radically from what you were, just wasn't sure.
No, it's fair. My husband was an orc. Well, you could call him a half orc. He was more
so
human.
your kids are half orc.
Well,
Most of them, yes.
They just call anybody with any orc ancestry half.
Half.
So,
Exactly. It's pretty
so
racist.
weird.
It's pretty not good.
Yeah, I'm 1/16th orc, so I can get odd family tax
Okay.
benefits.
Levias, what about you? We're all being pretty open right now, and I feel like you and Mork have been the most in the dark as of late.
Yeah, probably. I could agree with that. Well, you
we're
see,
all
I
being
wasn't always a halfling man. I was actually a gnome.
Oh, how coincidental!
Yeah. No, but
I was actually that wyvern over there.
yeah,
You traded places.
that is actually my twin brother.
This is not my beautiful wife.
My wife. Yeah, kinda. My reasons for adventuring is may have been kind of keeping that in a bit hidden, considering some of you lads. was raised by my gnomish parents, as I've told you. But there's been some shenanigans with various creatures becoming either imbued or something with magic, so I've been a bit curious. With all intentions, I came up here to join the Arcanos.
Wait, what?
What?
Why would you join those fascist jackasses?
See, I don't have a problem with their ideology, protecting the people from wild magic. Their methodology, that's a bit fucked up. Using their skills to protect people, that I don't mind. But I'm not exactly sure about them at the moment, so I didn't want to bring that part up to you.
I can accept that.
So now, do you have second thoughts on joining them?
Well, as of yet, we haven't actually talked to them directly, and I know it's a bit hard considering your lads' positions. So I'd like to actually meet up with them.
We did have contact with Risen.
No,
He is
Risen,
ex-Arcanos.
And I never got a chance to
Yes.
talk to him by myself, to be honest. Like I said, I didn't really want to bring this up to you. I'm sorry if I've
Understandable.
actually broken your trust or anything.
I mean, I don't mind. It's not like I'm a spell slinger.
I appreciate you saying this. It probably wasn't easy.
Not particularly, but you did twist me arm a bit, seeing we're all sharing and whatnot. But
No,
I just want
you could
to.
have lied.
I'd like to find out exactly about some of these things, so I can go back and help my family.
Help your family.
Against these kind of magical beasts or whatever that are popping up. I'm far from the south, so it's not exactly like up around here. There is still some magic.
It's fair. Alright. What about you, Mork? We're being pretty open.
I hate you guys.
I don't really have a sad tale either.
What?
I don't have a sad tale to share either.
Damn it.
I mostly, I'm out here for what was the coin, but I'm hoping to find someone I've lost contact with in the investigation with the Ark. That's mainly my driving right.
Who'd you lose contact with?
Just a past
A past what?
That's all that came through.
a past friend.
Why'd you lose contact with them? Why'd you lose contact with them?
From what I hope was a misunderstanding.
Okay.
The kind of misunderstanding where you have to leave from a building very quickly without your pants on.
No. No.
Understandable. We all lose those who are close to us. Maybe not forever, but every once in a while, we experience loss.
Baloo sits on his butt.
I always knew you were an ocelot.
Touching story, Bear. Really tugs at the heartstrings.
I can't believe the
You
whole
just hear-
state.
Like the stabbing of the tail.
Oh, that's right.
The tail just stabs the wood and just like prints out in Morse code its story.
Well,
It's actually
Well-
written in Draconic.
Yeah.
Blue's mother was the companion of my mother. That's its story
Oh.
mostly.
I think we've actually heard that part before.
well,
Bare
You've been with
necessities.
me since she was a baby, don't you?
there isn't too much extra for me to say. I mean, I've already told you all that I came out from Grumbledar and or not Grumbledar. Was that it? Yeah,
Grumbledar, your town.
Grumbledar. I think that was what it was called, right, Ox?
Mhm.
No. But I mean, most of my life I spent training with my great uncle Slip-On. He it's quite the Slip-On, yes.
What a name.
Uh, Apparently he earned it from his own father, something like that. I don't know. To be honest, he's a bit senile at this point, but I have very fond memories of him training me as both a warrior and a worker. Uh, but I mean, in my town and within my family, there are many of us, and unfortunately, because of how active goblin families grow, it's very much tradition for those who come of age to leave and to seek out their own life. And should it lead them back home, then that's where they shall stay, as it did with my father and his father and his father. But when I left, my uncle Slip-On, he gave me the club, of course. Told me that it was a relic of my ancestors, of one of the first of the great Goblin Isles, and that's why we adventure now. It's because my great ancestor was one of the first to leave the Goblin Isles and make a name for himself, become a hero of sorts. So now that's what I seek to do, hopefully.
Well, that's good. At least one of us is out for a noble reason.
I figure there's enough bad in this world. Might as well try and make as much good as you can.
Well, drink to that. Who wants a beer?
I'll drink to that.
Who wants a beer?
Tea, of course, but I'll drink
Okay.
tea to that.
You buy a round. Why don't we actually end here?
How much does it cost for a round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say it's a copper piece each.
I pay for a
You
round.
sending one to Jade? Well, probably not Jade's room, so 4 copper pieces. Jade's kind of indisposed at the moment.
Clayton, you paid for 2 of the copper pieces, right?
Yeah, I paid for 2 of
Okay.
the room.
So 1.
I pay
Yeah,
for,
we'll end
for-
here. Sounds good. You pay for everyone and your own drink as well. As
which would be
yeah,
the
I think
first
this
time
is a
that I've
really
done
good
it.
place to end.
Alright.
Yeah, done with that.
Well, thanks for watching, anyone. We'll catch you
Yeah.
later.
See you.
See you.